They must have made the beat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah, this ain't even like the let's just save it for the mic. Here we go. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Black Autist Podcast. I'm your host, Rod, joined as always by my co-host,
Karen.
And we're live on a Sunday, the Lord's Day. Okay, ready to bring you some podcasting. May the 5th be with you, of course. We're celebrating all weekend.
Yeah, because the 4th, Kendrick didn't give a damn about May the 4th.
Kendrick, yeah, he pushed Star Wars right on out the way.
He was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing here, going into space somewhere.
He said, excuse me.
He sent them niggas into hyperspace.
The Acolyte trailer dropped, and I don't even remember any of it. I only remember Kendrick and my lack of sleep. I tried to take a nap. I wasn't even joking. This is dead serious. I said, I'm gonna take a nap because I need some time before Kendrick dropped another one. And Karen, he dropped it right before I could go to sleep. I never got my nap.
Yeah, and the thing is, I thank you, Kendrick, for this one, because it was some of the old heads that hadn't drifted off to sleep yet, because I was just about to get to that point where I was like, oh, about to hit the old dusty trails. He was like, bitch, no, you ain't. I was like, well, I guess I ain't then.
Now, you know, he is a super religious dude, so maybe he gonna give us this Sunday off.
He might, but bitch, I don't know. He was making a trilogy.
I'm scared he gonna drop a gospel song.
Child, I woke up this morning like, did I miss something?
I'm scared. At this point,
somebody online said he gonna drop a country album next.
Yeah, it's like he trying to do something in every genre.
Yes, he is. This is Renaissance. He was like, Beyonce ain't the only one doing a Renaissance tour. I am too, bitch.
And I appreciate it so much because I respect and understand hating somebody like this.
Yeah.
And I just don't think a lot of people don't have it in them. Just that kind of thing when people say stuff like, well, when Michelle Obama said, well, we go low, I said, bitch, I go lower. And then you're like, you're not really built like that. You like to say stuff like that. But if I look at your life, you're not actually a person that goes very low at all. You're pretty high-minded. You actually get mad at when you see people go low, you normally get upset with them and hold them to a higher moral standard, regardless of, like that. And that's not even a bad thing.
No,
that's good.
It's not. Yes.
You're trying to be morally consistent. Yes, and I respect that.
Yeah, we need people like you, but some people are like, I don't care anything about that. And shout out to Kendrick for listening to the critiques and was like, oh,
we'll get to that. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
The point is, some people really do go low.
Yeah, they do.
And they keep going lower.
They was like, the flow, who needs a flow? Ain't no flow. This is a bottomless pit.
I believe Kendrick's own words where the rabbit hole gets deeper. Like, he's not done yet, And we'll get to all the stuff in a second because I feel great being right about everything. Y'all know that's higher than any drug, is me being right about shit. Oh, it's better than cocaine.
Yes, and it's one of those things. I was joking online, and I would like to say, I don't know if Kendrick would do this, and I said it online, and I'm going to say it here. If he wanted to take the pettiness to, like, another level, keep dropping shit, and when you finish, you just randomly go on tour.
He could tour at this.
Yeah, that's what, just randomly go on tour.
He could. I don't know that he will, but he could.
I don't know he will either, but yeah.
At this point, I feel like he might even be able to do that idea that I had where I said he should go get all the people that Drake ain't respond to on them other songs and put them on the track with him. Like Meg, Pusha T. I'd love to see them. Be like you don't have to go get everybody. I know everybody want to hop on at this moment because the culture is against Drake at the moment, but
just certain people. Yeah.
I'm saying like it's certain people that psychologically he don't respond to. We're gonna get into the lyrics. We're gonna get into each song in a second. To update y'all, I believe the last time we left off, Euphoria was the last thing that we talked about on the regular show. But and I'm still going over in my head if I should play the songs or not because I really don't know what the rules are to getting us stuff taken down off of like Spotify and YouTube. And I'd hate to record this whole episode and then for people to be like, well, I didn't get to hear it because someone put up some sort of thing to make sure.
You just want to read it then?
Yeah, I'll read it. Maybe I'll play snippets because they don't take down. If I play like a few seconds and stop, they normally don't take that down. But I feel like if I let this shit play for a couple minutes, we're probably gonna get taken down.
Agreed, because it flags.
Yeah, and even a few seconds on YouTube, they're gonna definitely not let us monetize this one, and that's fine. I'm doing it for the culture too, Kendrick. Okay, I'm gonna give the money away. Okay, don't say I never did nothing for our people. But yeah, I so we'll try to keep y'all updated on all of that stuff. You know, all the blow by blows, but yeah, absolutely, he could tour with this if he wanted to. He could put out a whole album. I said he had at least an EP worth of shit. When this first started, I said if he, because I just said this dude, I could tell from his words and like that, and from especially from Euphoria, that he has not liked this man for a very long time, and he's been keeping track of everything. And I don't think it's a he did research thing. This sounds like, if y'all have ever hated someone, I've hated a few people. I know people think that's not good, but I mean, what y'all want me to lie to you? So I got to add lying on top of me hating the people? No, I've hated some people before.
I have to.
Okay, so
very rarely, yeah,
but I've hated a few. That's all I'm saying. And when you hate somebody, you don't have to pay to do no research, because you've been mentally keeping a track.
Yes,
whole time,
and you can bring everything up off the dome, dog.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily like maybe you would have to fact check something and be like, wait, did was he acting like a bitch on January 13th, or was it January 15th of 2017?
Yeah, but
I might have to check my Facebook memories to be sure if it was the 13th or the 14th, because I don't remember.
I'm like, this is what happened. Days don't matter.
But do I remember it? Yes. Do I need to call around and check? No, I don't need to call around and check. And so it seems like, at least to me, as a person that has hated people before, Kendrick is not necessarily needing to check his sources. If anything, I feel the hate is so strong. When he fucked up and called that kid, that boy, that man now, but that child actor Joel Hell Osteen. Yeah. I said, yeah, that's a man that didn't look up nothing, because that's not that man's name.
It don't even matter.
He was so mad.
I'm still spitting the facts are the facts, and that matter, that person ain't that important in this mix.
Yeah, his name is a fact, and it is wrong though, is what I'm saying. So he's that mad that he was like, yeah, I don't need to check this out.
Don't even care.
Now, timeline wise, we'll get into all that stuff in a second. Let me just go ahead and set up the beginning of the show, because I'm honestly just gonna hit the auto commercials on this joint, because I don't even know where we will put the commercials in. We're not having any segments today. We're only talking about this, guys. So the official weapon of our show is
folding chair,
the unofficial sport,
bullet ball,
and bullet ball extreme. Find us at where you get podcasts. Search the Blackout Tips. Leave us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, especially if you love shit like this. And I know y'all love it, because so many of y'all have like hit us up and hit me up specifically, like, you got to talk about this. Y'all been tagging me all the memes on social. Y'all been tagging me when the songs came out. Everyone's texted me. People been telling people that don't even really talk about the show. People I didn't even know some of these motherfuckers listen.
Right? I'm like, oh, you listen? Well, damn.
Like I like, and there's no offense to them. It's just they don't really interact with me on a day to day. So I was like, yeah, they probably don't even really fuck with us like that. But that's cool. They seem cool on social. But they was like, nah, man, I can't wait for y'all to go live and talk about this. Y'all got to break this down. I loved I found out one of the homies was premium. I didn't even know he was premium. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a cool ass dude, friend, and everything. He's like, man, I love what y'all said on the pregame. I said, damn, he behind the paywall. I didn't even know.
I just assume nobody listens, but thank you, baby.
Thank God I always keep it real, and I don't be on there talking no shit. You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
But yeah, so my point being, leave us that 5-star review. If you enjoy us and our silliness and our breakdowns and I talk about black culture and shit, go ahead and do that. All right, now let's go ahead and try to get into the show. First thing I want to say is, I believe this is part of the Cat Williams extended universe ever since he went on Shannon Sharp. This has changed. I feel like we have a multiverse situation like Marvel.
We do.
I don't know if the Cat Williams
infinite universes.
I don't know if the Cat Williams thing is like one of them unfixable points in the timeline where, like, even if we time travel back, we would get yanked out of the time travel and be like, no, Cat Williams in every universe
This
has
must
to go on
happen.
Shannon Sharp
Yeah.
and talk shit about fellow black people in the community,
Right.
causing everybody who's ever had a private beef to take it 100% to the streets.
Like, we don't care. No matter what happened, Genosha has got to happen.
I'm scared it's gonna happen to me. As people I've been keeping private grudges against for years, and I'm like, do we even have a choice? Do I just wake up one day, I look at my phone and be like, when did I tweet this? I thought I was trying to keep it cool and saying if they ain't say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. I looked on my phone. I had 37 text messages from everybody being like, Rod, are you okay? Like,
we checking on you, sir.
I feel like that's what happened. I don't even think Kendrick knew he was on like that. I think Kendrick was listening to that Future and heard himself rapping like, when I do this. I was talking about Cole and Drake. I thought I was keeping that to myself. But all right, so where were we at? We were at Like That, right? Kendrick did his verse on Like That. Then everyone was like, somebody need to respond to this. Kendrick went on vacation, it seems like we didn't see him for about a month. I believe Cole responded after like a week. Then he took his shit down, apologized after 2 days, and we clowned him. Right? We clowned him. I apologize many times profusely.
Apologize, J.
I get it. I get it, bro.
Best move. I probably would have made the same move.
I've been at the basketball court in not my neighborhood where I realized the beef wasn't my beef, and the beef was much more bigger than what I thought it was about.
Yeah.
I've been playing basketball on Murchison Road, and somebody called a travel, and I said, but he ain't travel. He on my team. He only took 2 steps. And they said, like, you want to die too, you bitch ass nigga? And I said, oh,
nope, y'all got it.
Over 2 to 3 steps. And it's like, oh no, they got shit. They go, it's not about you. It's
not even about the travel.
Yeah, it's way deeper than that. They've been beefing since back in the day, and they like his homie killed his homie or some shit. I think he robbed him, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back to my college dorm and play Super Nintendo. You guys got it, you know?
Y'all got it.
So, you know, my point being, like, I feel like that's what happened with Cole. He's looked up and said, oh, I see what happened. Okay, my bad. You guys are fighting.
Yeah, fighting, right.
I thought we were sparring.
Yeah, rap fighting, you know, like, hey, we gonna, you know, steal, shop and steal. Y'all was like, no, I'm gonna take this steal and stab you. Oh no, I didn't know we was stabbing niggas. And
I think also they said, like, because people keep going, yeah, someone in Kendrick's camp or somebody must have reached out to J. Cole and said, this ain't about you. And I said, no. After all the evidence we have now, I can't be sure that it wasn't somebody in Drake's camp. One of the snakes in Drake's camp reached out and might have said, we're taking them down from the inside, baby. You might want to see your way out of this one. All right. So Cole takes his shit down because he couldn't sleep and all that stuff. Then I believe that's when Drake responds. And Drake responded with, let me look at my liked song so I can get the name right. He responded with, why the fuck am I not seeing this shit? I know I saved it. Push-ups, which I like, I thought was a good. It was actually harder than what Cole said. I think it was, while Like That is a more memorable verse to me, Push-ups was a more direct response to Kendrick and talking shit. Now there was some things about Push-ups that I thought were weird, and it was Drake bringing a lot of other people into it, because at that point I really didn't see how they were in it, and I still to this day don't know how certain people got in it. I get why Metro and Future are in it. That's the song that Kendrick was on. Talking about The Weeknd, talking about
none of them said anything. They was like, nah, y'all got it.
Yeah, talking about Rick Ross. I forget who else he dissed in there. It just was like kind of like
he was just grabbing anybody.
Like, is there like word on the street they're gonna jump in it or what?
Right.
And to this day,
The Weeknd don't rap, does he?
No.
Right. Okay. I was like, well, damn, he The Weeknd. I don't remember him rapping.
Yeah, it just reminds me a little bit of like when Eminem used to diss pop stars. And it was like, yeah, because new kids on the block are never going to rap back at Eminem.
They sure ain't.
So, there's no real stakes there. It's like funny and we laugh and then we move on because what the fuck are they going to say, So I didn't, so like, it kind of reminded me of that where it's like, the fuck is the Weeknd going to say?
Right.
He don't even.
I'm going to sing a ballad. The fuck's this?
And even his songs aren't like aggressive. This isn't like if you say that shit about Chris Brown.
Right.
Like if you say some shit about Chris Brown, I would expect a response from crazy ass Chris Brown
Yes.
immediately. So anyway, and I like Push Up, so don't even try to do me over that. I thought I was like, oh cool, we getting hip hop, we rapping. Drake is not scared, he's in the booth. So Push Ups drops. Rick Ross puts out Champagne Moments, which I also enjoyed. I thought Champagne Moments was good, but funny. It was funny. It wasn't as good as Push Ups. It wasn't as good as anything Kendrick did because a lot of his lyrics were just like Rossisms. It was a lot of like, I'm rich shit.
Yeah, he says it in that voice. Yes.
It's a lot of, I'm in this type of car. I have this type of house. I got this type of plane. I be flowing. I'm getting money. But the lyrics, the only one I really remember was like when he said, told you niggas stay scheming, I predicted my fate. And I thought that was a really dope bar because Drake was on Stay Scheming. And Drake is one of the people. Drake's big joker on all these rappers is, yeah, but when I was featured on your song, it went #1 and you normally don't go #1 without me. And so I'm helping you get sales. That's Drake's big like thing. And you need to have some ammo against that if you're going to go at Drake, because it's true. For most of these rappers, Drake either helped them get their first #1 or he helped them go to another level where they start making bigger hits because of him. Because Drake was and is box office. He's on the track. It does well normally. He is. Shout out to Mos Def with the So Many SKUs video, but Drake is pop.
Yeah,
rap. I never said he is in hip hop. I never said he's not rap, but he has successfully been a rap pop star in a way that most of these rappers who want to be never will be.
Right.
And the rappers that don't want to be, I would also argue probably can't be. You see what I'm saying? So like Kendrick don't want to be a pop rapper, but he also probably couldn't be a pop rapper if he wanted to. No offense to Kendrick or whatever.
Yeah, and that's not his goal or his aim either.
Yeah. There's like a level of substance you have to take out of what you do to be a pop star because you need to appeal to everybody. Right. It's one of the reasons that like Beyonce established herself as a pop star, but once she went so pro-black, she actually lost some things with some audiences that you can't make up or gain with a hyper focus on blackness, because you got all of us already, and we're not that big of a percentage of black Americans, aren't that big a percentage of the globe to be like, we're going to elevate you to global superstar off of just us. Like you need them other groups to fuck with you, right? And Drake has all that, right? So boom, you get Champagne Moments. Funny. The funniest things out of that is the white boy shit at the end, which has stuck. And you can never underestimate being funny. It's one of the reasons I think Drake normally wins all these battles. He's extremely funny. And I think a lot of people they just underestimate the comedy. The stuff with Meek Mill, he's funny. Like
he's very funny.
He's on stage. He's got all these memes behind him. He's not just
and
rapping.
He knows he's memeable too.
Yeah, but he's not just rapping. Drake is making fun of you, and everyone's getting in on the joke, and people love piling in on the joke. And
because we love joke time.
As much as I love Kendrick, the top 5 to 10 words, you give me 10 words to describe Kendrick, 0 of them would be funny.
Right.
Until now. But 0 of them would have been funny until yesterday, probably. I'll be like, yeah, he's a lot of things, but is he a funny dude? Nah, he don't seem to want to be, and he isn't really trying to be.
And not in his rapping, no.
Not even outside of rapping, not even in his interviews. We don't really have a lot of funny moments for Kendrick, period.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, in his rapping, yeah, and just for what he's presented, no. But personally, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just talking about yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with the nigga, but I'm just saying, like, Drake, I would say funny in the top 10. You give me 10 words to describe Drake, one of them would be funny for sure.
Yes.
You know, he's hosted the ESPYs. Like I think he might have even hosted the NBA awards when they used to have that. Like
Yeah,
he's
he done SNL and shit too, hasn't he?
maybe, I don't know. I don't know to be honest, but he used to be an actor. Like so,
Right.
he's funny is a thing that he can do. You know,
Yes, that's his
Kendrick,
lane.
I can never even see him wanting to host some bullshit like that. So anyway, we get that. Then Drake drops again, and it's the artificial intelligence, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, diss to Kendrick. And I don't remember if we talked about that one. Matter of fact, let me look that one up.
I think we mentioned it.
Yeah, but I don't think I even talked about the lyrics to it because it got taken down so fucking fast.
It did, because Tupac's family was like, "Bitch, you not."
Yeah, and like it's not. I told y'all how I felt about it. I don't think we played it because I really didn't think it was a good song. To be honest, I really thought Drake could have done better with the AI stuff because it didn't sound like Pac or Snoop to me. It just sounded like their voices. Oh, we did play some of that on the show. I do remember now. Because I had to show people that to me, I felt like he didn't put it in their voice. And if even listening to the lyrics of that one and the tone of it, I felt that Drake did tone it down on purpose because much like Kendrick, he still hadn't dropped his real, like, I'm about to shit on you songs yet. And so, and Drake is really good. He's very strategic. He did the same thing to Meek Mill. He low-key did the same thing to Pusha T. It just didn't work because that last Pusha T song was just too fucking, it was too filthy. It was too good. But what Drake does is he puts out like a kind of a filler debate that is like not that hard, not that deep, it's just like, I don't like you. Everyone knows I don't like you. I'm not gonna really say too much shit about you, but I am gonna, try to goad you into responding. And what I think he really kind of fucked up a little bit, not even fucked up, but what he kind of didn't bit off more than he could chew. He was goading Kendrick into some like, what's taking you so long to respond? Which is an odd choice for a dude that waited like 3 weeks to put this song out or something. Like, because like I said, J. Cole dropped within like a week, and it took like another 2 or 3 weeks for this to come out. And it was like, okay, this is April 19th. So this shit took a while, and he's like, what's taking you so long, Kendrick? And I guess now we know what's taking so long. Kendrick was making a whole fucking album, I guess. And so this song was cool. But like the lyric I'm looking at right now that is like, since like that your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? If you feel like you kind of remove, you trying to let this shit die down. Nah. Not this time, nigga, you following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. Soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm on the loose. So that stanza right there is the one that was like, oh, I wonder how you feel about that now. Because he's not taking any time to respond anymore. And it's starting to look like a beatdown. All right, so this drops, boom. Then we get Euphoria after Taylor Made Freestyle. And Euphoria, I mean,
now that's funny.
Euphoria might still, I'm not sure. Euphoria might be my favorite, but I really need to spend more time with all the songs.
Right.
But Euphoria, I wake up every morning with the song in my head and the cadence and the lyrics and stuff. I go to sleep with it. I be thinking about this when it's not playing. It really is a really good song, not just the it's a Kendrick song. It's the most
Yeah,
Kendrick song of all the
it's the
songs.
most Kendrick.
You know, like it sounded like it could just be on his album, even if you didn't know it was about Drake.
Right.
If it was just like on Mr. Morale, you'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Um, but yeah, we broke down that song already, so I won't go back over it. But that dropped, okay. Then after Euphoria drops, I believe that's when 616 in LA drops. So like Euphoria drops on let's see, that would have been April 30th. Okay. Then before Drake puts out anything else, not Family Matters, 616 in LA drops May the 3rd. And the reason I think that timing is important is because it's a mirroring what Drake did. This is his Tupac AI song. This is his tailor made. Is because 616 in LA is not like, it doesn't try to go hard, even though it does go hard. It basically is like a thesis statement of like, hey, so don't forget I'm still out here. Now I'm waiting on you. You know, you a white boy. I'm rich, just like you rich. So the money don't matter to me. And you a fake ass nigga, and you're a bad person, and you need to get your life together. I don't think we broke this one down, so I'll break this one down. The he starts the verse with first of all, it's survival, I think somebody lying, smell somebody lying, I don't see no fire. And then the verse is off-white sunseeker at the marina, which I think is a type of like boat, but also the double meaning. You know, the Sunseeker yacht is what Drake is on. That's what they call this type of boat.
Oh, okay.
But he's calling Drake off-white, right? That's like, because it's biracial. Sunseeker, like you need like getting a tan or something to pretend to be black. I believe that that's definitely a double entendre, right, to start off. But off-white sunseeker at the marina, fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. And this, like I said, first few things is about money, you know, and just how he has it. And I think it's just like, you know, you can't really come at me from that angle. But then he starts praying to God for what he's about to do to this man. And I've said many times, like, Kendrick's a religious zealot. Like, if I
take it very seriously.
Yeah, I think because people are religious or put a lot of religion in their music and stuff, maybe people is kind of, they don't see the difference with Kendrick and some of the other. Kendrick to me is like, you know, the albino dude in Da Vinci Code, where he like he flagellates himself on his music. It's a lot of like, it's almost uncomfortable. It's like, I didn't want to know that
at all, but apparently I'm gonna know whether I want to or not.
You didn't need to tell me you had sex with white women for your ego because you felt the ancestors was looking at you getting revenge. I didn't need to know that. I didn't need to know the white girl you fucked daddy was a cop that arrested your homie. This could have went to your grave with it, and no one was looking to find out. They weren't telling anyone, and you put that on your album. Okay, all right. Your marriage is on the rocks because you couldn't stop. Okay, all right. Well, I guess thank you for letting us know.
Going to therapy. Okay, right. He was just like an open ass book.
Good for you, brother. Good for you. Oh, you have a transgender uncle and you didn't understand the whole thing, but now you came. Okay, all right, understood. You stood up in front of your church and said, okay, all right. Well, hey, good for you. Good for you. I might not put my family's business out there, but if you would like to, and they okay with it, no one seems to say they're not okay with it, then do your thing, right? Anyway, he says, God, my confession is yours. Who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. This reminds me of the Key and Peele sketch about the MMA fighters. And the one MMA fighter is talking regular, like, you know, we get in that ring, I'm gonna destroy him because I'm absolutely going to. And then they cut to the like crazy religious dude who's like, Matter of fact, I don't think I can find that sketch. But the crazy religious dude he's so much scarier the way he's talking, because he's talking like it's a calling from God himself. And then the other dude eventually gets scared, like, yo, this man is gonna fucking kill me.
Right. I got all this energy and it's just flat-footed. This is what it is. Right.
Yeah, okay, I found it. I'm gonna put it in the we're gonna watch it together as a family, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I told you it's gonna be a long meandering episode, but y'all gonna get used to it. It'll be okay. Y'all want this. So yeah, this is the clip.
As far as I'm concerned, this Saturday night, there's not even gonna be a fight. I'm gonna mercy kill this old man.
Derek is very rude person, but soon he will learn manners. I will torture his body so that his soul learns to be humble.
I'm gonna dance around him while he tried to hit me with his cane. Old man.
God chose me for this fight. God is the teacher. Derek is the student, and I am God's instrument. When I squeeze your lungs, Derek, and you beg me for life, then your heart will open up to the Lord.
I'm gonna knock him out round one, bitch. Wait. What did he say again? He said God chose him. That doesn't even make sense, really.
When you eat through plastic tube, when you are paralyzed from neck down, then your family will gather around your hospital bed to see the new day.
I didn't just stare at the screen and go, what, I didn't know. I didn't know what's happening here.
But that's kind of what it feels like to me. It feels like Drake in his stuff is very like, I got money, I'm fucking a lot of women, I make more, I sell more, I got Grammys or whatever. Like, it's a lot of like, you know, superficial shit that I don't think until now he realized how much that is not what Kendrick is even on. He doesn't care. He's never cared about that part of it for him and Drake. It's like he thinks he's on some holy mission to get this evil presence out of rap music, and apparently he's been clocking it for a while and just was like, everyone seems to be okay with this. I'm not okay with it, but y'all, if everyone's okay with it, then it's okay. And then he finally said something, and then everybody was like, now that you bring it up, Kenny, it's not okay, and we actually don't fuck with him. And he hasn't stopped since. Like, I think he's on a one-man mission. Honestly, if everyone was telling him this isn't okay and Drake is great and you need to leave him alone, I don't think he would stop.
He wouldn't care.
He's on a one-man, burn it all down, fuck this nigga mission. And like, I have moments like this too, where like, cause you know, you hyper vigilant. Sometimes I'll feel like, oh, this thing is wrong or hypocritical. And then I look around and read the room, like, no one else seems to feel that way. Maybe I'm tripping, you know? For example, for years on this podcast, we used to talk about Hugh Hefner. And I would bring up, it's not weird that people say he's like a feminist and empowered women and this great guy. It's not weird that he's just an old ass man that keeps fucking the same model of 18-year-old white lady. No one, like, how can he be everything y'all are saying and doing and acting like this, but y'all are all cool? It's like, he's a pimp, he's a playboy, ha ha ha, everyone goes to the mansion. He had a fucking TV show.
Yes, he did. Bunny Ranch, if I'm not
Bunny Ranch. But I forget what it's
Playboy
called.
Mansion, Playboy something.
I don't know. I don't remember the name of the show. Bunny Ranch was about the prostitute house.
Yes, my bad.
Or whatever. The Bunny Ranch is the name of the prostitute house on whatever that show was. Anyway, point being, at some point I just went, I guess everyone's cool with it. So when it come up on the show, I'm not gonna spend an hour going, what a fucking weird, creepy thing. I'm just like, okay, so he has a TV show, and this is the latest clip from it, and I guess it's, you know, funny to people.
After that man died, people was like, oh yeah, we got stories. It was fucked up. He was doing this, that, and the other.
Yeah, some people were, for sure. And it's definitely that vibe of like, so y'all did know it wasn't cool, y'all just didn't care, and maybe y'all were waiting on someone to say it wasn't cool, and then everyone would have said it wasn't cool.
Right.
But, you know, he basically got grandfathered out of that.
Yes,
right?
He did. They said it was called The Girls Next Door.
Okay, yeah. So it was, but you know, it was popular and people acted like it was normal. So I just went, all right, cool. I'm not spending all day ranting over some bullshit.
Y'all don't care, right?
And so I get that distinct vibe from this Kendrick shit of he's been like, this Canadian dude that didn't really grow up black has come here and put on a mask of our culture and pretended to be the worst aspects of black culture and wrote it to fame and success. And people are like glomming onto it, hanging out with him, co-signing him, and y'all can't see what he's doing? Or is it that every time he works with one of us, we end up getting our biggest hit? So maybe it's like, fuck it, we see it, but let's get this money, you know? And I think Kendrick maybe felt that way. I also wouldn't be surprised if Kendrick, when he worked with Drake and Rihanna on that one song, which is now, I gotta look up when that song came out. I feel like Poetic Justice, that's gotta be like, how long ago was that? 2012. Oh my God, we are so old. So, because what happened too is people go, well, he did Poetic Justice with Drake. Yeah, and they haven't done a song together since 2014.
That's 10 years ago.
And for two people that big in the industry to not have worked together for 10 years,
something happened.
I wonder if that when they worked together was when this is speculation, guys. I don't know. This is my headcanon.
Yeah.
I wonder if when they worked together was him going, oh, this motherfucker is not, I can tell the smell test and he ain't passed it. Like he's fraudulent and I actually do not fuck with this dude. Now he's under contract with TDE and all this shit, so maybe they were like, don't burn your whole career down, right? Like just leave that shit alone. But they sniped at each other through lyrics for years. I remember Drake had a lyric on this one song where he said some shit about how when he comes to people's town, they claim to run the town, but you know, I'm really the one that's running their town because I put you on in your own town type shit. And it was like right after he had performed in LA. So who else would the fuck that be about?
Right.
Of course there's when Macklemore apologized to Kendrick for winning that Grammy.
Right.
Drake said it was weak and bullshit or something like that. Like, but basically being like, Kendrick didn't deserve that Grammy. You won that Grammy. You shouldn't have said shit to him. Not in the way black people were saying at the time of like, man, it's weak, you know, don't, which I never understood why black people got mad about that. Macklemore couldn't see the same shit we can see.
Right. And Macklemore won since. Does anybody even remember Macklemore's song off that album? Get out of here.
Yeah. And Macklemore is one of those like super woke white guys. Mm-hmm. So he would be the guy that would feel very bad about them rewarding him for something he felt was not as good as, I want to say it was Good Kid, Mad City or something, but he would be the one to say it. Like, hey, no. But he's called it. Drake said his apology felt cheap. And if Macklemore was going to hand out apologies, Drake said he should have offered one to the other nominees. That shit made me feel funny. No, in that case, you robbed everybody. We all need text messages. So it was like Kendrick shit wasn't better than anybody else. It was better than it. So you should apologize to everybody, you know? And then just lots of back and forth and all this shit. So I wonder if just back then Kendrick decided he did not fuck with this guy and it's just been 10 years of building, because I mean, he's quoting shit in Euphoria from like DMX interview on The Breakfast Club when he said he didn't like Drake.
And that was years ago.
So he been keeping tabs.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and I could, like you said, I could see like his record label like, hey, like they were like, yeah, you can make subliminal shit longer, you know, but don't call out by name. It was like, don't fuck up your money. And that last album was his last album underneath them, and he was like, oh, I don't have to stay obligated to this no more. Bet.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, he didn't go, like I said, he talks about the Jesus thing, a lot of religious, 3 angels watching me all the time, put my children to sleep with a prayer to close my eyes, definition of peace, tell me who gonna stop me, I come from love. Like this, like it's that Key and Peele sketch. If he was talking about me, I'd be like, my eyes would be so big. Like, what is this crazy motherfucker talking about? He coming for love. I thought we were gonna be talking about who had the baddest women and the money.
Mm-mm. Y'all ain't got the same agendas.
Right. Estelle covered my heart and helped me open them up. Like, what does that even mean, Kendrick? Why are you talking to me like
confused.
this? Like it's just but yeah, so it's just so then he goes into there's a lot of poetry here, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. It's just this is why he won that Pulitzer. That's because the circadian rhythm is how we sleep and our bodies cycle, and saying it's a shoot, like he's just a amazing poet.
He's a thesaurus.
Yeah, basically. But then let's get back to the part that really is everybody going, oh shit, right? Because this is where, because I was like, I'm not gonna lie, first minute and a half of the song, I was like, okay, Kendrick, when are we gonna get back to the topic?
Right. And what's the last song you stopped at? 616?
This is 616.
Okay.
I was like, when are we gonna get back to talking shit about Drake? Because I mean, it's cool and everything. You're a good guy, blah blah blah. But that's not what we came for, and you know that. And he did get back to it. He said, "Yeah, somebody's lying. I could see the vibes on Act. That's DJ Academics." And what happened was after Euphoria came out, Drake has a lot of media connections. He's made a lot of inroads with podcasters and stuff. And Kendrick hasn't really made those inroads because Kendrick takes 5 years off between albums and shit. So he's not in the culture trying to influence it. Drake was constantly dropping album after album after album for the last few years to get his money up. Sometimes multiple albums in a year.
Yes.
And so to be culturally relevant, he needs to be liked by the gatekeepers of hip hop. He can't really afford for Joe Budden, Academics, and all these guys to like have a turn of just like, oh, Drake's whack now and we don't fuck with his music anymore. They can have like a day of like that. They can say they don't like a song or a album, but he can't afford a string of that.
Right.
And he's very cognizant and relevant of the podcast and media influencers and stuff, sending them champagne bottles and shit. I think that might be even how he got the Champagne Poppy nickname or whatever. Like, even when they hate on him, he's kind of like letting them know like, I'm listening and whatnot, something that Kendrick would never do. Like if like Kendrick made this is the first time I ever heard him mention like Academics or somebody like that, because he's never mentioned like Charlemagne or something like that, because he basically is what rich nigga broke phone. He go back home after he put his albums out like it's a shift at work.
Right.
So he says I can see the vibes on Act, meaning Academics and people are like, well, you know, after Euphoria, it's still even to me. It's, you know, the song's not catchy. You can't like play it in a club. So like, you know, it's all like this. You can't play this on the radio. I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick's like, no, I'm destroying this, man. I'm winning. If y'all are supposed to be some unbiased referees, you're not. You're lying, and I can see it in the videos and the clips of you online, which people were sharing videos and clips of Act's reaction, and it was a lot of like, he's trying to figure a way to support Drake out of this because he's a big Drake fan. He says, even he looking compromised, let's peel the layers back. The other problem with Academics for him is that his claim to fame was supposed to be that he's not an industry dude. So he calls it like he sees it. He has no ties to blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
But he kind of like, and like some days he'll be on someone's side or not. But he kind of lost all of that because, you know, like all the new media type niggas, you eventually end up becoming like old media. You get connections to these artists. You get connections to the people you're talking about. You get media connections, deals.
Not outside no more.
Right. And now you're interviewing, you know, Donald Trump's son on your podcast because you are on a right-wing network. Like, you become just a media guy. You're not independent and all that shit anymore anyway. But Kendrick is only focusing this rap shit being like, yeah, so even Academics look compromised because he's acting like it's even and it's not. Ain't no brownie points for beating your chest, harassing Ant, fucking with good people, make good people go to bat. And I guess he's talking about Kendrick's manager, Anthony Ant Saleh, who Drake had dragged into the drama on push-ups. He uploaded 2 photos of Ant to his Instagram. One showing Ant with OVO bags in his hand, the other being a close-up selfie of him because Drake is trying to meme his way out of this shit. And at that point, he was trying to meme his way out, and it was like, "You're gonna have to rap." I don't even know what to tell you, Aubrey.
You're gonna have to rap.
This is Mr. T showing up to Rocky Balboa's press conference, nigga. You're gonna have to fight this man.
Right. And ain't this what you asked for? You can't shoot us memes. Not trying to be funny. That's why I was like, if this is what you asked for, I don't want to see your memes. I don't want to see you on tour talking to your goddamn crowd. Get in the booth, nigga.
It was what's taking you so long to respond, Kendrick, and then his memes on Instagram. Nah, you gotta rap. Let's see. Conspiracy about Cash Dog. That's not even the leak. I find the jewels like Cash Dog. I just need you to think. So now Kendrick gets to the point of you got a leak in your account telling me information about you. And he says you're trying to say you think it's Cash XO, who is the Weeknd's manager. And so you're taking shots at Cash, like, because he's Canadian and
that's why Weeknd got in the mix,
right? Yeah. Cash the lyric from Drake was Cash blowing Able bread out here tricking, shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. And so Kendrick's like, yeah, I don't even know why you taking shots at them. They ain't got nothing to do with this. If you think they the ones telling me all your business, it's not them. But you know, whatever. And then he said, "Are you finally ready to play Have You Ever? Let's see. Have you, the game Have You Ever? Have you ever thought that maybe that OVO was working for me?" OVO is Drake's crew.
Yeah, you had to explain that to me.
Fake bullies. I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's not trying to be funny or clever. This shit made me laugh so hard when I first heard it. You must be a terrible person. It's such a like. Oh, I love stuff like this. You know, like I think about this sometimes. Like if someone says something mean or weird to me on Twitter, sometimes I'm like, I can say something clever and mean back and funny. And every once in a while, I'm like, no, what's the heart of what I'm trying to say? Like there's this guy on Twitter that every time I post about anything about this Drake Kendrick shit, he's a real huge Drake fan. I asked him how old he was because I'm not joking. He's responded to every tweet I make.
Oh, you've been tweeting a lot, honey.
I don't even
dedication.
Like, and so at first I was gonna respond, with something mean or derisive or whatever. But I thought about it and I said, no, you know what the heart of this is, man. First of all, thank you. You must be my number one fan. Because let's be honest, no one else is responding to all this shit I'm tweeting.
Nobody else.
And I don't blame them. I think that's actually kind of crazy. I said, but I have to mute you because I can't keep seeing you respond to everything because it's starting to feel like a mental health issue or something, like something might be really going on with you. And I don't want that. I don't want to witness that. I can't stop you from seeing what I post and feeling like you need my opinion to change on your favorite artist
but it's millions of people putting shit out here and you just chose to follow me.
And it's been, as Kendrick has gotten worse, it's gotten worse for him. So it's gone from me being like, hey man, I don't know what Drake's gonna do to get out of this and to him being like, Drake winning, leave him alone, shut up, all right then, to him now being like, get the hate off your chest.
Oh no.
And I'm like, get the hate off my chest. Brother, you haven't seen me hate, really. If this is what you think my hate is,
child, you ain't seen nothing yet. Cause one thing about me and Roger can get there. I sometimes I wonder about me, but it's one of them things where I tell people, I say, no, y'all ain't seen me mad, cause it's one of them things where if I get like that, I can be obsessed, and it's not pretty for nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I have people I hate, but most of y'all don't even know who those people are because I don't talk about them because I don't know. I don't trust myself to be talking about them in public in a way that won't fuck up everything for everybody.
Ain't that the truth?
Not convenient for me. But at any rate, I was like, so my point being, you must be a terrible person is like that to me. Where you strip down all the like comedy and the shit talking and it's just a like, I've assessed you. You must be a bad person. He said everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide up out of this one? It's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now live in your purpose. Because also Drake keeps comparing himself to a dog. All the Dogs was his album from 2023.
Can't Tootsie Roll your way out. That's
Tootsie
hilarious.
Slide.
Tootsie Slide.
Yeah.
I said Tootsie Roll. Shit.
Cause Drake had that 2020 that song Tootsie Slide that he go right foot up, left foot slide, and he's like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to make a pop hit to stop what I'm doing to you.
No, you're not, sir.
It was fun until you started putting money in the streets, then lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim, KTW, Kendrick. Like, so it, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, when people start saying things like that, it's never good. It's like, hey, dog, I'm boring. Ain't shit on me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You wasting your money if you think you're going to find something on me, sir.
Right. And keep in mind.
And I made a whole album talking shit about myself. And I know me better than all y'all niggas.
Keep in mind, Pusha T also said Drake put out like $100K on the streets for dirt on him. So he's like, this seems like Drake's thing of I paid to get the research for people. And Kendrick's like, you're wasting your money. I don't have a thing. You just, and as he said in Euphoria, don't tell no lies on me. I won't tell truths about you. So basically, like, you're gonna have to make shit up. I don't have to. According to Kendrick. Now, I'm not saying that's true, but that is what his thesis is, right? The Elohim thing I keep pointing out, that's the Old Testament God. That's Kendrick's God. That's the relationship he has with his God. That is the punitive God. That is the God that's like, kill your son, nigga, if you love me. You know what I mean?
That is not the New Testament, grace and mercy.
That's the that's
the fire and brimstone, old school Old Testaments.
I'm putting, there's no redemption. You go into hell. I'm putting Lot through it type of shit.
All the way through it.
Your wife look back, salt, nigga.
She gone.
I hope you like salt and pepper to taste because that's your wife.
That is your wife.
So he said, I know you can't sleep. These images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. Wires like you have someone wearing a wire, not someone's but I don't think anyone's literally wearing a wire, but just the point of like, you can't trust the people around you. And if you were street smart, which he obviously says Drake is not, then you would have caught that your entourage is only out to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you. So this is like, I'm talking about your inner circle people. You might know the names. You definitely speculating on who it could be. I'm giving you the details. These people don't really fuck with you. But let me tell you some game, because I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirt with propaganda, it blows up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but you and the Twitter thing is very interesting too. Zach Bia is a party life, nightlife scene and stuff like that.
Okay.
He's a dude that's like I guess kicks it in LA and all this shit. And is like a celebrity, I don't know, like connector with everybody or whatever. I don't know. But he's basically trying to say, like, you trying to get Zach B and people to like tarnish my reputation or give you information about how I get down, but I don't really get down. I don't be out. There's not a thing to like have on me. And then these Twitter bots, which people are speculating that Drake like pays for the views on his YouTube and all this shit to try to keep up with Kendrick. Obviously, we've seen Drake turn the internet against people before. Mm-hmm. We've seen it with Meek Mill. We see he tried to do it to Pusha T. So like, he's like, you think this about like Twitter, not this shit and the internet? No.
Yeah, I'm not standing in none of that loop. Like, I don't care nothing about that. This is about me and you.
Yeah, and you can't trick me or people with manipulating the internet to be like, I'm winning. He's like, your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little memes is losing steam. They figured you out. The forced opinions is not convincing. Y'all need a new route. So saying like you calling in favors or trying to pressure these media influencers to say, yeah, man, Drake winning and I saw a lot of this go viral where like big name podcasters, Gillian, them niggas like from $1 Million Game, like people was like, what? They trying to say Drake's winning right now? No. And if the people feel that way, not the bots, not the podcasters, not the talking heads, you can't stop what the people believe. The people already spoke of, we're looking at you funny for saying you don't see what we see. He said, it's time that you looked around and who's around you before you figure that you're alone. That's what would Mike do? Once again, the Michael Jackson thing. Michael Jackson, of course, had the song "You're Not Alone." And then the whole like, what would Mike do is a lot of like, there's a lot you could look into that. You know, some people like, oh, because he's the man need to look in the mirror or some shit like that. Some people even suggested that they think it meant he need to die like Mike did in the sleep and all this shit. I didn't think it was that far. But yeah, also there's people that tied to Mike and suggestions of pedophilia and stuff. So I'm just saying, I don't know for a fact which way he meant that.
Because he always says
could mean
layers.
Could mean you need to change your ways. Could be. I don't know. What I felt when I saw this was, Drake probably shouldn't respond. Because this feels like a warning, it felt like a pep talk. It felt like hey, you need to get your life together. It didn't feel vitriolic to me. Not even like Euphoria was very vitriolic. This didn't even feel like that. The beat choice made me feel like it wasn't trying to be vitriolic. Matter of fact, let me play a little bit of it for y'all. I think also it sampled like I want to say Marvin Gaye or somebody. And like Drake's uncle was the guitarist on that for Marvin Gaye on that beat or some shit. It was this nigga is crazy. But yeah,
it was Al Green.
Al Green. Okay, yeah. That's my bad, y'all. Sorry, a lot. I'm trying to cover a lot in a little bit of time, and I'm blending shit together. See, it's laid back. It's not him. This ain't amped up Kendrick.
No, it's not. It's not amped up Kendrick at all. Yeah, I like it.
Man, that beat is hard. I'll take it back. That beat hard as fuck.
It is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, it is, and it's also. They said they can't hear any of it, baby.
Oh shit. Okay, I got to share the screen. All right, got y'all. My bad. There's sometimes on this one that makes me share. All right, here you go.
They lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW. No, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. No,
and they flipped that sample. I don't know if Al ain't family and them ain't green like this or what, and maybe that's why it ain't on Spotify. But
why is in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on.
But I still can see this beat and this flow are more of a warning shot than an actual punch. Like it still feels like he's holding back. Like
it's really laid back, and every now and then, not so funny, you have to give warning shots across the bow. Like, hey, I see you. You keep coming over here, I'ma hit you.
Well, I think also it's strategic. It's strategic because he knows Drake's coming with something. You don't want to put out your big joker before he puts his out, right?
Agreed.
So I think this is him saying like, hey, warning you, I'm cutting hearts. Here's a jack. Here's a 6 of spades. I'm cutting these. You roll that ace out there. I got something for your ass, right? And so it felt, I might be spade tight over here. So
you never know.
It felt like he was sliding a couple like, you sure? And I think strategically you have to do that because Drake hadn't responded again yet. And this was his second one in a row of Kendrick being like, I'm still out here, still lurking. And it was very much the reason I say it's a huge warning, I believe even the show art, the cover art for this was the picture of that Maybach glove.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna come back on you, but it was the Maybach glove, and you couldn't. It was just like, and people were speculating, is this like allusion to OJ? Of course, the title, the 616. Everyone's going through all the numbers. 616. That's when OJ got indicted, and that's when Nicole Brown Simpson got killed. I don't know how much of it was true, and I didn't verify a lot of it.
Right. People just
but that's Father's Day and all this stuff. I'm not saying any of it's not true or whatever. But Kendrick has positioned himself with enough of a reputation and credibility to where we can't dismiss the alternate, the double and triple and quadruple entendres. We can't dismiss it from him because he's that fucking deep with it.
Right.
So all right, so there's a lot of 616 stuff, but the point is, remember that cover with the glove. That's important. Okay. Then Drake drops Family Matters. And I believe, I can't be 100% sure of the time, but I believe it dropped at like midnight on like Friday.
It did, because I was sleeping. I was sleeping real good because the whole weekend was gone after this.
Right. And so it's now, remember, you almost have to go back to Euphoria and not 616, because it didn't seem like Drake was responding to 616 at all. That had just dropped this morning. And 616 felt more like a warning of Kendrick saying, I have people in your circle that are telling me your every move.
Not this morning, but the other day. Yeah. 616.
No, 616 was that morning.
That morning, but you said this morning, so I don't want people to think it was today.
Oh, yes, correct, Karen. I'm sorry. You're right.
No problem.
May 3rd, the morning was 616.
Right.
May 3rd, midnight was this shit, Flat Family Matters.
Correct.
And it seemed like, to me, 616 was saying, I actually have people informing on you in your circle. Have you seen the show art for the cover art? No? Well, you should look at the cover art. I have people. Only you would even know I have people. And so it's up to you if you want to continue this. I'm praying to God you don't, because I am on a mission to destroy you, and it's in this song. You should just stop spending money researching me and get some therapy and be a better person instead of being a terrible person, you bitch. And so then Family Matters drops.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with Drake's white mom saying, maybe in this song you shouldn't start by saying, and then Drake cuts in and says, nigga. Which is, him literally saying, like, Kendrick said, I hate the way you say nigga. Like, I feel like you shouldn't even be allowed to say it. And it's Drake coming in to be like, first thing out the bat, I'm saying nigga, fuck you. Which I'm not mad at. I think it might be predictable. And maybe Kenny painted him in a corner where he had to do it, because what was he going to do? Come back and not say it at all? That's crazy to me.
Right.
This man done made a whole living off of saying the N-word like it's not a big deal. He can't possibly start making it a big deal by acknowledging that Kendrick is right. So he has to say, like, no, I'm going to say it. But it was the way he came in and tried to force to be like, yeah, you made me not say nigga, I'm going to say nigga right away.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I said it. I know that you mad. I emptied the clip over friendlier jazz. You mentioned my seed and I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. In the start. And I mean, the energy.
Like the beat.
Yeah, the energy. I mean, this is a good song.
Yes, it is.
This is why I think it's funny when some people trying to be on some like, Rod, you hating. Suck my dick. I'm the last nigga willing to give credit both ways. Like, yeah, that was a pretty good song.
I mean, yeah, because there's a beef, nigga.
It's not my fault what happened to him after this.
Right. People get good blows.
Right. So this is
maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying, nigga, I said it. I know that you mad. I've emptied.
I'm a little mad about the way he said, nigga. He should have just said it straight. Like, nigga, I said it. But I think he wanted to emphasize, like,
yeah,
like he almost said the hard R. I thought that's how he's gonna start it. I said that's how you gonna come back. He gonna say niggers, and I was gonna be like, ooh, Drake, oh my god, you really leaned into that whole thing.
100%.
You shouldn't start by saying, nigga, I said it. I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, and I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad.
Yeah, this I like this beat.
And if you remember, this is the beat from the end of Push Ups. And so if you go to push-ups at the end,
cornball your show money, merch money, feed us.
That's the beat he was rapping over most of the time, and that's a cool beat. I'm not even shitting on that beat. I thought it was, but it's Drake's formula. He did the same thing to Meek Mill. He drops a song that's kind of soft sound and it doesn't have that hard ass beat, and then he ends it with the hard beat.
Even everything I know, don't waste it teaming up.
Yeah.
50, all you fuck niggas teaming up.
And that's Academics that said that line, by the way.
Yeah. Drop a 50 bag for the...
That beat is hard as fuck. And I
like that beat.
This bothers me to no end with Drake, by the way. He will have a song, and over the years, he'll have songs where the beat flip is better than the beat he rapped over.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just like that was one of the things early on that let me know, like, he just not my kind of artist. Because like there's too many examples of him doing that where I'm like, that was the beat though, Drake.
That was the beat. That's the beat you should have rapped the whole ass song. Yes, sir.
You know that song he had with was it Travis Scott? I can't remember who the song was with. I want to say it's Travis Scott. And the fucking beat at the beginning is so fucking hard. And then it stops and flips, and then he raps over the soft beat, and I'm like, oh, but the one beat. We was hype off the one beat.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a beat flip, it ought to be damn. It shouldn't be
yeah, right. Like it was a real
someone said it was sicko mode.
Sicko mode, nigga. That sicko mode beat at the beginning. Who don't love that sicko mode beat at the beginning with but yeah, you know, it's his right, you know, to do whatever you want to do with that. I think Drake was on that. I'm looking at the thing now, and I swear he was on that shit. But anyway, but that type of thing, he does that a lot anyway. So in this one, he starts with the hard beat, and I immediately was excited. I said, okay, yeah, he taking it serious. He not trying to make jokes out of this too much. Like he's gonna seriously drop a rap song. Okay. So
maybe in this song,
you know who really bang except my nigga YG. You know who really bang except my nigga Chuck T.
So now he's named. Now this is kind of his problem with his credibility. Drake's not really a gangster, as Megan Thee Stallion pointed out. Cosplay gangster, fake ass accent, posted in another nigga's hood like a bad bitch. Basically, you're attaching yourself to real gangster rappers, but you're not one because you don't actually have that credibility. And Kendrick's never claimed to be a gangster. Most of his rap is about how he grew up around that, but he was running away from trying to be from any of that because that life was dead end to him.
Right.
Okay. So now here comes Drake, and he's pulling out his gangster nigga Pokemon. Like, oh, you know who really
down his list. Yeah,
you know who really is a gangster? YG. I know YG. I work with him.
Okay,
on the song.
It don't mean they gangster.
You know who else is? Chuck T, the Game. He a real gangster. You not a real gangster. Chris Brown, he a real gangster. You not a real gangster.
Are you sure about Chris Brown now?
But no, Chris Brown is definitely a real gangster.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Okay, I'm with you now. He talking about Chris Brown. I was like, yeah. Chris Brown is a real gangster, but Chris Brown actually go harder than you.
Yeah. So then, and then once again, J. Cole catches strays
for no reason.
Because the next line is, "And nigga Cole loses sleep on this. It ain't me." Oh, I hope Jermaine is somewhere on a beach eating a donut like Denzel in that one movie, just
chilling in Dreamville.
I hope he ain't stressed at all, to be honest. I hope he's getting the best sleep.
I don't know why he lying, child. Now
why who lied?
Drake, because I bet you now he ain't getting no sleep.
Oh yeah.
J. Cole somewhere like, nigga, this is the best sleep I ever had in my life. How you sleeping? Like a baby.
Like a baby. You better have paperwork or that shit fake tea. So I don't know if which particular accusation that Kendrick is making that he's saying is fake tea, but I guess he's saying if you can't prove any of this stuff about me, then you just lying. which is gonna be ironic because we're gonna get into some of Drake's accusations about Kendrick later. Can't be rapping about no rat. Oh, I know what it is. So he's saying, you better prove that someone in my camp is leaking information to you, or else you're just talking shit. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. Now, the problem with that is Kendrick is very shortly after this song going to prove he absolutely does have the paperwork and that someone close to Drake has slipped up and he does have information on Drake, which when we get to the next song, it almost feels like Kendrick knew what the fuck this song was in this song. And the reason that's pertinent is because Kendrick response song to this was out in about 6 to 10 minutes
after this song was dropped. So basically you had like a midnight drop, and you know those are for the people like night owls. And then while y'all trying to kind of do that, if you even got one full play in, it was like 6 minutes later Kendrick dropped something. Everybody was like, God damn.
Not just drop something. Much of the response to much of what is in the response rap that Kendrick dropped, Meet the Grams, is in this song that was supposedly he shouldn't have known anything about until so either he so predicted everything this man was gonna say,
he got an advanced copy,
or someone told him this was in the song.
He got an advanced copy.
And when you look at the show art for not just 616, Kendrick's warning song of like, you should leave me alone, and then Meet the Grams is the same artwork, except he zoomed out on the photo. And now we're seeing literal, actual, physical sales receipts for jewelry Drake bought. The glove, of course. Drake's Ozempic prescription and pill prescription for like sleeping pills. And it's someone who the fuck close to you did that.
Somebody did.
Some people are saying it's like his father had a suitcase that somebody got a hold of or stole from him and took pictures of what was inside. But why the fuck is his father carrying that shit around either?
Right.
Of course, some people wanted to, it's AI, it's fake. I'm like, this is going to be something that we're just going to be at an impasse about. One of these guys has a tremendous amount of credibility with me, and the other guy got caught in a lot of lies. And so to just throw out there like, well, they both must be lying, or Kendrick must be lying on him now. Actually, I'm gonna need proof that he lying. Unfortunately, that's where we're at with Drake. I need proof Drake's telling the truth.
Right.
And I need proof that Kendrick's lying. Just because they have spent the last 15 years building up their own reputations. One of their reputation is everything about me is basically fake, and I'm never gonna tell y'all anything about my real life or who I am. And yes, I got caught hiding a child. And then the other dude is, I won't stop telling you every fucking thing about me, even if you don't want to know. If you don't see the difference, I just think we can't even communicate on the difference. One dude is telling me about the 2 times he fucked white women. I don't want to know that. But he think it's important for the world to know. Like, it's just, anyway. So, he says, it's true a nigga slime me out for my AP. So in 2009, Drake got robbed. Some people are saying he got robbed. And it's the AP is a type of watch.
And that's what slime mean, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, some people are saying when Kendrick put that restaurant in the in Euphoria about how he's gonna be posted up at that restaurant eating Canadian food and shit. They're saying that's the restaurant Drake got robbed at. Right.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I heard. So anyway, just like how Metro nigga slimed him for his main squeeze. So now Metro is the guy that made the beat for Like That.
Mm-hmm.
Metro,
I know he the beat man.
And Drake is saying, yeah, well, his homie had sex with his main girl or stole his main girl from him.
Okay. What
Yeah.
that got to do with y'all?
Well, this is the thing. Drake, you'll see throughout the song, Drake starts bringing in a lot of people that ain't got shit to do with it.
Okay.
I shouldn't even say ain't got shit to do with it, but Kendrick don't care.
Yes.
So like, yeah, maybe Metro somewhere going, ouch, but Kendrick's like, I don't give a fuck about if Metro's girl cheated on him or not. I want to talk about you and why you be saying nigga. Out here begging for attention, nigga, say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. Just acting like an activist is make believe. Now, this is great on 2 levels.
Yeah.
Great on 2 levels. First of all, I laughed like shit when he said this because I thought it was funny. But 2, I also laughed because I said, "Oh, that's the trap."
Yeah, you hadn't really been following what he been doing, right?
Not even the activism thing. I'm talking about this. You rapping like you trying to get the slaves freed is funny to me, but it's the trap for you as a dude that you didn't understand the assignment. The assignment was to prove you have these innate ties to blackness that Kendrick says you don't have.
Yeah, and you saying that proof.
And you think it's funny that a nigga's rapping about freedom or doing activism.
Right.
That's not
a disconnect.
You're not fighting the same fight.
No, you're not.
And you're in Canada talking about someone who wants black people to get freedom in America. Ha ha. That's the punchline.
That's the punchline, nigga.
Nothing's off limits, but I just said, I even laughed at it because I said, oh, that's funny. But then I went, that is also exactly what Kendrick was hoping you would do. Just like he was hoping you say nigga. He was hoping, there's certain things he's clearly, you could tell from the setup of the other songs, he's like, please, please, please double down.
Yeah.
Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Say you hate girls I fuck, but what do you really mean? And then the activism thing, obviously, I just want to point out, it's not true. There's a whole lot of articles and stuff. Now, you don't have to be true in these beefs. You can say what you want to say.
Right.
But the point being, when you rapping to a nigga that doesn't really lie, hasn't been caught in lines, and then you just say shit in your rap that is a lie, easily provable falsities. When you make bigger accusations later, I go back to, well, you said the nigga doesn't do activism in his own hood. We know that's not true. So then later you're like, hey, you know your kid isn't yours. I'm like, it sound like you just saying shit. And it sounds like you didn't, like Kendrick was right. You didn't get any info back from the people that
you paid that money.
You paid the money to. Say you hate the girls I fuck, but what do you really mean? I've been with black, white, and everything that's in between.
Yeah, he missed the whole point of that statement, right?
Yes, because on Euphoria, Kendrick said, we hate the women you fuck, the girls you fuck, because they confuse themselves with real women. And yeah, I said it ain't just me. I'm what the culture feeling. Now, that's women once again catching a stray in these beefs. But also, he wasn't saying because you fuck white women.
Right.
Or what rate. It's not about, so maybe Drake knows that and is trying to flip it to something else. But and honestly, I have to be a little bit forgiving to Drake. Over the years, people have really gotten at him for not speaking out on racial issues, especially Black American race issues. And I've always been like, yeah, he operates in a pop lane, and it does seem like he should say something just because he's a big act and he has some influence, but also
people make them demands so they start saying shit and then you don't agree with it and it becomes a problem. So sometimes it's best to shut the fuck up.
Right. And I think you're right. Like, I just think
people make them demands. It's like,
well, no. I think this proves he should not be talking about race.
Right.
Because he really don't understand. And I've seen clips since, because everyone went and found all the clips. And there's just some damning clips of him. He says the first time he experienced racism was never in Canada. It's basically a racial utopia. They don't care about race in Canada.
Child.
Okay, let me finish, please. And he said the first time he experienced racism was in America when a black person that was his friend said, you don't understand what it's like to be Black in America experiencing, because you haven't come from this, you don't understand the racism and stuff we deal with.
Right.
Drake said that was racism. To tell him he didn't understand because he's not from America. That was the first time he had ever experienced any racism in his life growing up as a biracial black kid in Canada, who says himself raised Jewish in the only Jewish community. He is now saying the real racism came from Black people in America towards him. Go ahead.
Right. And that's one thing with it, you don't understand. You don't understand our people, you don't understand our culture. And I know Black Canadians, and they will tell you a different story. They was like, no, 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 no. Like, it's fucked up here too. We got white people. White people are fucked up all over the world. So yeah, what you're saying is not a true statement.
So it really kind of underpins Kendrick's argument, you know, knowing all that you're not really of our culture, because you thought I was saying you don't, what race of women you fuck? So yeah, he goes, I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the Black Messiah wifing up a mixed queen, because Kendrick's wife Whitney is 1/4 white. I guess she got like one white grandparent, and so he's like, your own wife is not 100% Black.
Yeah, he didn't understand the assignment.
But I do like this next line. I thought this next line was great. And hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. I love that line. I love that line because Kendrick did that to himself when he put that on Mr. Morale, and he talks about having sex with white women. Look, it's his therapy. He seems comfortable that he admits it out in the public, but that don't mean it can't be mocked. That don't mean it's not funny.
Right.
You a super hotep ass nigga, and you got at least 2 incidents talking about how you had sex with white women and you were thinking all these like weird ass thoughts about race while you were doing it. On some Bobby shit, I want to know what Whitney need. Whitney is Kendrick's wife, and this is the second time that Drake has brought up Whitney in a Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston type reference. You know, the first one was like, I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney, implying that Kendrick's wife has sex with her bodyguards or some shit like that. Once again, nothing proven, but just I think it's like a mean thing to say, and so you just say it. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? This also made me laugh because it's so funny. It's so funny because when he posts pictures with his son, it's like and the son, and like and he don't post a lot of pictures. Kendrick don't post a lot of social media, but like his album covers, magazine stuff, his kids don't be smiling, and Kendrick don't be smiling, and it is funny. Mm-hmm. It is funny. I'm sorry, that's a funny ass thing to say. Like whoever thought it, whichever one of his ghostwriters thought of that one, high five.
Right, that was a great line.
Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese made me laugh. We could have left the kids out of this. Don't blame me. Now that's also Drake flipping it around because obviously he started with talking about this man's wife, and then try to be like, what, we bringing families in it? Well, now I'm really upset. And it's like, so I can bring your wife into it, but then you shouldn't bring kids into it. Is like, it's just a little rhetorical flourish.
Right.
You a dog and you know it, you just play sweet. Which is trying to say you be dogging out your wife or whatever, which the Kendrick said in his own album that he stepped out on his wife.
Mm-hmm.
What I think is funny is I want to say Joe Claire, the mayor, who's like a former BET like rap guy. He put out like a Twitter video where he was reacting to this specific line and being like, nah, that's corny. I know you didn't say you a dog, but you play sweet. Like he was so, I don't know why he was so flummoxed about this particular line, but he was mad as hell. He was like, that is so corny and whack that you said that shit. Anyway, your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did her dirty all your life. You're trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. And so Dave Free is a friend of Kendrick, and they have PG Lang, their company, together, and so he's trying to make this imply like your best friend is the father of your child and you taking care of his kid. which once again, one of these guys has a lot of credibility. One of these guys has very little. I'm gonna need a little more proof, Drake.
I sure am too.
I need a little bit more than you just saying that shit. And I think it's just the needle, Kendrick, because he couldn't find nothing. So you just say some shit, you know? It's like if someone got mad at me and it was like, that's why your girl cheating on you. It's like, okay. I don't even want to reply to that because I don't even know what the fuck, like, okay.
You respond to that.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's why you beat your wife. Well, we both know I don't, so I guess you're very upset to have said something that way. You know, like it has no emotional effect on me because it's not true, right?
Right.
Don't make it day freeze because if your GM is your BM, secret BD, like basically if your friend is your general manager is your baby mama, secret baby daddy, then this all making plenty fucking sense to me. Hey, let that shorty breathe. And now this is from Sexy Red, which is I thought was a good way to flip the whole thing. What Kendrick said when you were Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches, and it's a competition too. You might shake ass with them. So the song that Sexy Red has this song where it's like hands on your knees, shake that ass, bitch, hands on your knees, and so Drake flips it to A, let that shorty breathe, shake that ass, bitch, hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees, shake that ass for Dave now, shake that ass for free. Basically just gloating and trying to be like your wife is shaking her ass for your best friend. Well, not that kind of free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave. Your man a little K. I thought that I didn't like that line. Your man a little K. We call that shit a mini Drake. Basically he gets into some good short jokes here. I like that. You say Kendrick is Lil K. That's a mini Drake. A Draco is a gun. So like,
okay.
He's basically saying a little K is a mini Draco, a mini AK or whatever. He always say I overlooked him. I was staring straight because I'm taller than him. These bars go over Kenny's head no matter what I say. I know you like to keep it short. Let me paraphrase. I knew it was smoke when Abel, that's Weeknd, hit us with that serenade. Nigga said, and I almost started reaching for my waist. Like I might have to grab my gun or something. So Weeknd took a shot for no reason. And like, I don't mean to be a dick, but that all felt silly to me.
Yes.
But Drake knows it felt silly. Cause he flips the beat and goes, let me stop playing around. Let me take this shit serious. Like niggas is a joke. I take it serious though. And then he starts rapping a little bit harder. Let me see if I can skip to that part of the song. Cause it's I like the beat flip. It's pretty cool.
One of the kids might be Dame Free. He always said I overlooked him. I was drop a fit.
Yeah, this is what the beat
Niggas joke. I take it serious though. Yeah. Look, if Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga really shooting in your game.
Yeah, I like that.
Brother,
I like that.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Like this wasn't, like I said, this is real diss song because it wasn't him flipping to like, and then here's some sing-songy shit, here's some lighthearted shit. Nah, it just kept getting harder and harder.
That almost feel like a spooky beat. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying.
Right. So yeah, if Drake shooters doing TikToks, I don't know. It says Drake references Abel's line in All to Myself and their shooters doing TikToks. This was aimed at Drake's close friend Baca, who has a TikTok account and frequently posts on the platform. So I guess that's to the Weeknd for some reason. Okay. Realest shooter in your game, that's P's brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot, nigga. Can't listen to the stick talk in falsetto. Save it for the hip hop, nigga. So this is all to the Weeknd right now. You don't even be at home. You a souvenir out the gift shop. Yeah, I don't know why he went in on Weeknd so much. Still mad about that one hoe we ain't even fuck. I just lip lock with her.
Because it's one of them things where, this is just me by thesis. Since he didn't have nothing, he doing like anime. You know how you throw fluff in there to kind of stretch
filler.
It. Yeah, I mean filler. Yeah, to kind of stretch it because you really don't have anything. So this is just kind of, I have an X amount of time. I need to do it within this amount of time. So I'm just gonna put stuff in there.
That was my thing. That was my thing. I wasn't hating on Drake when I heard this. I just literally walked away like that felt like a third of a song about Kendrick and 2/3 of a song about other niggas.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but This nigga is Mr. T showing up to your press conference. No one cares about this other shit. But maybe this is all the ammo he had, and he'll get back to Kendrick, but it's a lot of making shit up about Kendrick. Right. Still mad at that one hoe we ain't even fuck. We just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. It ain't really about my dick drop, nigga. What the fuck? I heard Rick drop, nigga, talking something about a nose job, nigga, talking about Rick Ross, which is funny. Heard something about a nose job. It's funny knowing that he had that fake tweet text with his mom thing. Oh, Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy, and doctors never told y'all niggas. Write that one down, everybody. That's coming back. That's very important. That's super important. For all my HIPAA violation people, remember that moment, because that was one of those like, put a nigga in the bars of the nigga rock, kind of like your old job, nigga. Love that line. Love a good Rick Ross used to be a cop line. Never not funny. Never doesn't work for me. House sitting on some land, but it's out where no one really knows y'all niggas. So Rick Ross kept bringing up on Instagram and shit, like how he got a mansion, is bigger than Drake's and all this shit. Bitches got to drive 2 hours before you pay them to give you a blowjob, nigga. Must have snorted up a snowball, which is cocaine. Cause my last record deal was 400 M's. These days, that's a low ball, nigga. Hey, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? One of my so-called niggas need a shell from the clip. I always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. Now I think this is funny because I think this does allude to a lot of Drake's mentality and insecurity. He's been collaborating with all these artists, and they're not really his people.
No, they're not.
They're not really his friends.
And a lot of them, they kind of float in and out. He like to get a lot of artists when they're young and sometimes never work with them again and not really,
It's what people accuse a lot of. They used to say Jay-Z do this too, of like, you work with the new hot upcoming person to prolong your career. They get a career boost out of working with a legend.
Right.
But then you absorb some of their hype and some of their tactics and the way they rap and do shit. You absorb that into what you do, and now you rap differently and your beats are different, and you kind of use that. Now, look, some of that is like pejorative, meaning like people are trying to like turn it into like, even when you're just genuinely trying to broaden your horizons as an artist as you get older in the game,
right?
They turn that into like, nah, that's really just you trying to be a culture vulture. When it's like, or some people could spin that into Jay-Z's trying to help the young and upcoming artists. Jay-Z's trying to expand his horizon. Jay-Z's trying to put people on. It doesn't have to be a negative thing,
right?
But cynically, you can look at it the other way of, oh, you put J. Cole on your shit because J. Cole was hot. Or, and I think, for me personally, I think Jay-Z beats a lot of the allegations for that, because Jay-Z, to me, rap didn't really change. I never felt like he sounded like another nigga.
Right.
The people that hate Jay-Z will tell you he sound like so-and-so. But I always felt like he kind of sounded like himself the whole time. Even when he was experimenting and trying to do different shit, I never felt like, oh, he just became a new person on this. Not so much for Drake, but I also feel like I never knew Drake as a person.
Right.
There's just no foundation to who Drake is as a human being. He's just an entertainer for us, Anyway, Good Kid, Mad City van. We'll pop the latch, let the door slide. In the video for this, they beat up a van that looks like the Good Kid, Mad City van, even though people are saying it's the wrong model of a van, but I don't care about that part. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussies dying. It's a war cry. Weekend music getting played in all the spots where the boys got a little more pride. So he's trying to say they be playing the weekend music in gay clubs, which once gay people kind of straighten. I mean, it's been a while. Gay people didn't catch it straight the whole time, and all these beefs, and normally that's the first thing in these rap beefs.
Ain't it though?
That's why all your friends dip into Atlanta paying just to find a tour guide. Abel, run your fucking bread. Need to buy some more chains for some more guys. So I guess he's trying to now say the Weeknd is gay or something. Let me find another street nigga I could take to the game courtside. Let me get a used Ferrari for a rapper, take the nigga on a horse ride. This is all stuff he's saying that the Weeknd is doing. So I think it's the Weeknd is gay is the allegation. Anything to take the spotlight off the fact your boss is a drugged out little punk sissy from the north side. So definitely Drake getting very, Listen, it's a rap beef. I'm not judging him for the homophobia. Just saying that's the tactic he's using.
That's what you're gonna get right.
Rakim talking shit again. Gas because you hit my BM first. Nigga, do the math. Who was I hitting then? I don't. Rakim is ASAP Rocky. His so I guess he's trying to say ASAP Rocky diss Drake on the when he did a song with Future, called Show of Hands. Niggas in their feelings over women. What you heard of something I smashed before you birthed your son. Flacco hit it first, son. So I guess maybe that's why Drake don't like ASAP Rocky and keep bringing up Rihanna.
Yeah, that shit Rihanna's really creepy.
I ain't even know you rap because they only talking about your fit again. Probably gotta have a kid again before you think of dropping any shit again. Even when you drop, they gonna say you should have modeled because it's mid again. Let me just say, if I was ASAP Rocky, I'd be very I'd be like, thank you for the compliments. Cause that's what he said, right? Nigga, you got some good clothes and you got a wife and you gonna be having sex with Rihanna and having kids, and then when your album drop,
you got my life.
If your album ain't good, people gonna be like, well, you should just be a model.
The life I wanted.
Thank you.
Right.
Like,
I'll be in the background with a bad bitch holding my baby.
That was basically you think you all that. Okay, appreciate you.
I'm fine with that.
Smoking Fenty about it. Should have put you on the first one trying to get it in. Fenty, of course, is Rihanna's brand. Ask Fring if this is a good idea the next time you cuddle in that bed again. She'll even tell you, leave the boy alone before you get your head split again. So I guess he's like, Rihanna gonna tell you leave me alone. Pluto's shit make me sick to my stomach. We ain't never really been through it. That's Future. And Future, of course, hates Drake. That's what started this new iteration with Kendrick was the Future's verses. Also a diss to Drake. I also love how Future, Rick Ross, and others knew to bow the fuck out once a real rapping ass nigga took over. Rick's been on meme time.
Oh, he been on joke, 100% joke time.
It's been nothing but commentaries and memes and videos.
And right, and live Instagrams joking.
Yeah, and Future just hasn't rapped about it because that ain't even his lane to be doing all this rapping. Leland Wayne, he a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence. That's Metro Boomin. That's his real name. These niggas had a plan and they finally found a way to rope you into it. 2 separate albums dissing. I just did a Kim to it. Nigga skimmed through it. I guess the Kim to it must be maybe the Lil Kim thing or something.
Yeah.
Dodging. No. I don't know that.
That's
reference.
a meme in itself, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh, it said, I see. Skim through it. Kim Kardashian.
Oh, the other Kim.
Yeah, I just did a Kim to it. Nigga skim through it. Skims. Okay.
Yeah, her body line. Yeah. Yes.
Me and Savage had the hose dripping wet at shows. Almost had to swim to it. So once again, here he comes pulling up another Atlanta nigga to be like, Future, fuck. I guess if we can't get along, fuck you. But me and Savage, we cool now. So 21 Savage, we be getting the hose now. We close to it. Meanwhile, he's supposed to be y'all nigga. Y'all all from Atlanta for real. K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby Keem put his pen to it. So he's claiming Baby Keem writes Kendrick's lyrics, which, once again, I'm gonna need a little proof.
Yes, sir.
Might be true. I'm gonna just need a little proof. I know they say he has writing credits on Kendrick's songs. And we know he's been featured on some songs, but and this is the projection. It's hard for me to take a guy who openly, we all know, has a lot of ghostwriters, be like, well, Kendrick, your shit is not hitting unless you have a ghostwriter on it. Like, okay. Ross calling me the white boy and shit kind of got a ring to it. Cause all these rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. This is another big line. Remember that club sing to it shit, because we're gonna get to that. Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to the vigil with the candlelight, body at the fucking body, and Rick Reed and Ramanda writes, because Rick was a cop. I'm going on vacation now. Hope next time y'all plan it right, because you gotta pay for saying my name. Guess you niggas understand the price. That was I love that whole little stanza and shit. It's not really about Kendrick. Some of it doesn't make sense or land, but he was talking shit. He was flowing.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, last part, and then we'll wrap this up. This is a 7-minute song. I'm sorry, but this is what we dedicate the show to today. So now he gets back to Kendrick. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house. That's about Kendrick's on Auntie Diaries. He talks about his trans uncle. So that's him being like a trans joke, basically. Like your uncle, your aunt is your uncle, and he's more of a man than you. West Coast niggas do phase, right? Come get this ass whooping. I'm handing them out. You want to take up for Pharrell? You can come get his legacy out my house. Now, what's interesting is that Drake had alluded to he got some change from Pharrell. I don't know if he bought them or Pharrell gave them to him. He ended up beefing with Pharrell. He then in another song said that he melted down Pharrell's chains, but in this video he had an Asian man wearing the chains in his house. So I don't know if it's like flexing or whatever. A cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out your mouth. Basically saying he didn't send a cease and desist for the Like That record, which he was accused of by Kendrick in Euphoria. He said, you sent a cease and desist on the Like That record? What's wrong? You ain't like that record? Basically, like, you tried to make us take this record down because you knew it was directly going to be dissing you and you didn't want the world to hear it. You called Tupac Estate and begged him to sue me and get that shit down. That's the AI thing that Tupac's estate had taken down, that was addressed to Kendrick. Once again, we don't know if it's true or not, but Drake is saying that you're the one who did that. Maybe it's true, but once again, I need you to show some paperwork as well. I'm losing perspective on beef. Boy, I don't know how to even pronounce this. Boyda is BOI1DA. Send the beat and I'll kill you for fun. Your daddy got robbed by Top. That's literally on.
Is that somebody make a beat or something?
Yeah. He's a beat. Yeah. But your daddy got robbed by Top is literally what Damn is about. The album Damn. It ends with the song where Kendrick on Duckworth, where he talks about how Top robbed his dad a long time ago, but thank God he didn't basically kill his dad because Kendrick wouldn't have been here, but because of whatever happened, we ended up working together and blah blah blah. You Stunner and Wayne like father like son. So he's referring to Birdman and Lil Wayne. And how they used to refer to each other as stunting like my daddy and father and son, even though they're not related. Anthony set up the plays. Kojo be charging you double for nothing. Basically saying that you be getting ripped off in business dealings. They shook about what I'm about to say, but texting your phone like we already won. You tell me what I shouldn't say, but fuck it, my nigga, it's already done. We already know it's a 20v1. We already know why you went number one. Basically saying like you wouldn't have went number one without me or talking shit about me. It's clearly because of the boy. The honorable things is to give me the loot. You write about the fuck Big 3. It's only Big D, and there's video proof is about Drake's leaked video of him jacking off. Leaked in quotes. Yeah, you didn't know about this? This is trending on Twitter. Everybody's talking about his dick and how he had erectile dysfunction and all this shit.
No, I missed all that.
I only saw people talking about it. I never saw the video. But just this is gonna come back up too.
Okay.
It's just our son should go play at the park. 2 light-skinned kids. That shit would be cute. Unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you. We get it. We got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you think you bishop in juice. When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she bigger than you? Once again, alluding to Kendrick beats his wife somehow. The only thing I saw about this was in 2014, someone on like Lipstick Alley and shit was like, Kendrick hit his wife in a hotel one time. And he even was asked about it on the Breakfast Club, and in that clip he's like, no, that, and not only is it like fucked up that people would accuse me of something like that. It's not fucked up to me. It's fucked up to people who are actually abused, and it really belittles women who've gone through something, like just so you can have some gossip about somebody. Now, once again, I don't know if it's true or not. None of us can disprove an allegation of something that someone's saying is covered up and whatever.
Right.
But I mean, no police report, no TMZ video footage, no witnesses, no, like, pretty big star, pretty big guy. You feel like, you know, somebody would say something, or even after this song, something would drop to make you go, oh, he did do that shit. It's been a few days, nothing yet. We'll see. Your back is up against the curb. You're digging for dirt. You should be digging for proof. Why did you move to New York? Is it because you're living the bachelor life, proposed in 2015, you don't want to make her your actual wife? I'm guessing from a confirmed bachelor. That's funny. Like a guy that don't take care of his kids and don't wife up no women, being like, how come you're not getting married, Kendrick? What's going on there? I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening right now. I think what's interesting is a lot of this last stanza is in questions, and the reason I bring up that it's question marks at the end of this, sounds like Drake is guessing. He don't know. Yeah. It sounds like he just if this isn't him exposing Kendrick as much as it's him being like, hey, has anyone ever thought about this? Why isn't he married, everyone? What about that? And if you're just bringing up questions, Kendrick's gonna have some questions in a second. Because we know the girls that you actually like, your darkest secrets are coming to light. It's all in your face, like what happened to Michael Jackson, face surgeries and stuff. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince and you actually Mike. Michael was praying his features would change so people believe that he's actually white. And I think it's him trying to do a double entendre. One, because I don't think any of us believe, because Drake said the same thing of how many more black features till you finally feel you're black enough. And Kendrick meant that into like you trying to grow an afro, grow your hair black, you trying to have black artists on all your music. When are you gonna actually feel like you've done enough and stop pretending to be like an African American when you're not? Okay. Right. And then also these surgeries with the abs, the nose, how many features on your body and face until you stop trying to be like us? Just be yourself. Okay. Now he's flipping it back. Drake is saying, how many features till people believe you're actually white? And like getting maybe Taylor Swift, doing a song with Taylor Swift or Maroon 5 or something. I don't know. The problem for him is going to be, I don't think there's a person, even if you hate Kendrick Lamar, I don't think there's a person on this earth that feels like Kendrick Lamar wants to be white.
No, he's proud of his blackness and be like, nigga, I'm black.
I don't even think there's a person that believes he wants to like cross over into white spaces. Like, this is once again a fundamental misunderstanding of what's happening here. This man don't like you and who you are and what you represent.
All this is about you and nobody but you. Like, he's like, no, I know it's other people in the room, but this gun and these bullets are specifically for you.
This is not about how you being more successful than me or any of this stuff. But he says Top would make you do features for change, get on pop records and rap for the whites. And wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. That's J. Cole. So he's saying like you didn't want J. Cole to blow up for some reason. No idea what that means. Oh shit, you follow me, right? Because nothing you say could bother me, right? I get off the plane and nothing has changed. I head to Delilah with all of my ice. That's because Kendrick had a line about how if you get off of the plane, extortion is my middle name as soon as you jump out that plane, bitch. Head to Delilah with all of my ice. Head to Delilah with all of my ice. So Delilah is, I guess, a restaurant in LA area or something. So he's like, how you said you can go to Toronto and go eat at that New Ho King and you ain't worried about nothing. Well, I go to Delilah and I ain't worried about nothing. And I got all my chains on. This shit gonna be over by now for anyone out there that's calling it, right? You're dead. Now here's the thing. That last line. This shit gotta be over for now by now for anyone that's calling it, right? With a question mark at the end. That felt hopeful.
Yeah.
That felt like even he's like,
you stop.
Right, guys? We all agree I'm winning, right? Kendrick's not hoping. And he ain't really necessarily it ain't really for him about like we all agree, right? It's really like I'm gonna make people be convinced because I'm gonna not stop. All right, so then boom, that drops 6 fucking minutes later, guys. I like this Drake song and I didn't even get to live with it. I didn't even get to
What you got to roll around the block with one good time?
I listened to this song 1.5 times in full. And today was my second time hearing the whole thing. Because Kendrick wouldn't let it breathe. I almost wish he let it breathe so we could have dissected about the stuff that I just said.
Right.
That would have been a good conversation about like, why does he think Kendrick wants to be white? Or cross over to white people? What about him makes you feel that way? Nigga, Kendrick was on his ass. He was on his ass. The next song was called
Child, they hit Kendrick like 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Kendrick, you're on. On. Hey, Kendrick's like, I got you.
The next song is called Meet the Grams. It's 6.5 minutes. That's right. He starts off like James Baldwin, a letter to his son, but it's a letter to your son.
Yes, and the thing is, this is why I do think he got an advanced copy because within 6 minutes, everything that he had just talked about, Kendrick addressed it.
I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. Takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you got to grow up and then stand behind him. Life is hard. I know the challenge is always going to beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. This is a reference to T.I.'s friend pissed on Drake's leg. I guess the guy was drunk and Drake never did shit about it. Meek Mill tried to bring it up after in this beef with Drake back in the day, but it just didn't catch on because Back to Back was too good. But
that's true. And they said they didn't hear that song.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, guys. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. I'll share my screen so y'all can hear it the way I'm hearing it. But yeah, just you can hear the beat in the song.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish
just filth, farm filth. Like just you're talking to this man's son, like he's not even there. Like and knowing that this kid won't hear this song. Well, he might hear the song tomorrow. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, just like one day, your kid, I'm such a big artist, your kid will hear the song eventually.
Of course.
Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business. That's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Basically, your daddy's a bitch. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. You do some push-ups and get some discipline. Now, let me tell you, this calling Adonis a black man after coming at Drake about saying nigga stuff, I think it kind of disproves what a lot of people were trying to allege that Kendrick doesn't think biracial people are black. That's not what this has ever been about. He doesn't think Arbery's black.
Right.
He don't think he was raised black. He don't think he don't think he's, and by black I mean black American, not racial mix up. Even if it don't benefit your goals, do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Now, what's interesting about that is when you zoom out on that artwork, Drake's the one with the Ozempic prescription. Drake in this last song was just talking about Rick Ross and Ozempic and how it makes you jealous of people. Kendrick's not even really joking about this shit. Don't pay for them Brazilians, the surgery that Drake got. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. because Drake does a lot of sneak dissing, and that's what really started all this. Don't be ashamed about who you with. That's how he treat your moms.
Oh no.
Don't have a kid to hide again. Be sure 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be because that's some 5% of shit, guys. That's some old school. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. A lot of superstars that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them, and you're nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you're 18. Then he talks to Drake's mama. Okay.
He's like, I had the time.
Your son got some habits. I hope you don't undermine them, especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You a woman, so you know how it feel to be in alignment with emotion, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, that's Drake's dad. You gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to promote who he is a huge favor. Saying basically like using you as a black man and musician. He allowing that is done him a favor and allow him access to blackness he should not have. I think you should ask for more paper and more paper and more paper. Basically saying you're extorting your own son. Like your son needs your attachment to blackness and black Americanness, and you're providing that as long as he provides for your lifestyle, even though you were kind of not in his life that much. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addiction, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. So now I guess Sandra got up in Kendrick's mind and he said, sit your ass down. Y'all need to hear this. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in the cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualizes them with kinks of a nympho fetish, grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. Oh my God. And if you go look at them old pictures of Drake with the if you go look at the old picture of Drake without the beard, it is funny to see him say that. Anyway, he got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around them. Now, there's a couple of reasons on that, couple things on this one. The first one is this. There is a dude that has got a sexual trafficking charge that I guess Drake had in his entourage, his crew on the payroll, whatever. That's one thing. But also people keep pointing out, well, Kendrick had I can't even remember the fucking dude's name. On his last album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, he had a dude that has been either accused or Kodak Black. Yes, he had Kodak Black on his album, a couple of features, and people were like, but Kodak Black has been either convicted or accused sexual assaulter. So how the fuck can you say that, Kendrick? You was working with him. Two things can be true. One, I think this is a hypocritical thing for Kendrick to point out. I don't know how he rationalizes it, but he hates this man and he's not here to play the we're rationalizing things game.
Right.
And much in the way that Drake accused Kendrick of having ghostwriters, and you're like, yeah, but you have ghostwriters. That's one part. But the second part is for those that actually listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and it's actually an album about forgiveness. So so Kendrick, in my belief, from the work and from consuming it, I believe he thought, I'm going to show you guys how we must work together. Yes, people have fucked up. They have been hurt. Their inner child has been hurt. If we don't show them any grace and forgiveness, they will not be able to like become good people and be welcomed back to society, which will make us a better society. Now, most people don't even believe in that shit. They just say they believe in shit like that.
Right. Kendrick because when it's exercise, they say fuck that shit.
Kendrick tried to show the work in a way that I don't think the internet is even close to ready for that. I just think we like to say stuff like ban the box and restorative justice. And then when someone tries it, we like, nigga, you love pedophiles. So it's nothing that's going to happen. Right. The third thing I'll say is this. This is why I think Kendrick was praying on the man, I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to go scorched earth, because he's not providing Drake any grace, no forgiveness. It's burned bridges. This guy needs to die. He's a terrible person. This is old school Elohim, Old Testament God, biblical shit. And he ain't want to go there, and now he's going there. So that's how I took those lines, and how he's gonna keep going in on the fact that this man's a alleged predator. We got to raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle. He should die so all the women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years. I'm going to tell you a little secret. It's some weird shit going on. And some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home, calling them tender, then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. The dick video with Drake that Drake was bragging about. Kendrick flipped that, and 6 minutes later into, yeah, you would think that was cool. That's the kind of shit y'all do to cover up all the debauchery and abuse that's happening in y'all's lives. So yeah, and of course there's like, I saw a Reddit thread talking about Drake's dealings with younger women and shit and stuff I didn't even know. And it's all public. Like, it's not even private. It's right. Like he met Hailey Bieber. I mean, I guess she's Hailey Bieber now, but Justin Bieber's wife, he met Hailey Baldwin or whatever her name is. When she was 14, he met her. She started dating Justin Bieber. Drake's like 30 something. They break up when she's like 18 or 19. Drake starts trying to date her with that little bit of time between that she broke up with Justin Bieber. And then they got back together, got married or whatever. There's a black girl who's like a model or something. She was either 14 or 16 when they met. There's pictures of them together and stuff. For her 18th birthday, he takes her out on a date to a restaurant, buys out the whole restaurant. He's 30 something at the time. She's 18. There's just multiple things like that where it like, and I'm not even talking about the Millie Bobby Brown shit where I can't prove anything. Like, right. I think it's weird that a grown ass man is texting a girl, but I also can't prove that he can be a mentor as an actor, as a child actor. I can't even prove anything about that. But the ones that you literally took on a date the day they turn 18 and shit, that is weird. You're grown. They're not. It's not illegal, but it is weird.
Right.
Him and Weinstein should get fucked. Oh wait, I already said that part. Let me get back to the other thing. So yeah, he says they be, and it's very conspiratorial, but I believe Kendrick would be a conspiratorial ass nigga. He thinks the whole industry is weird. They leaked to any woman that be playing his music, know that you're playing your sister. Or better yet, you're selling your niece to the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams said, get you the truth, so I'm going to get mines. The embassy about to get raided too. It's only a matter of time. The embassy is what Drake calls his house, his compound.
Okay.
Hey, LeBron, keep the family away. Hey, Steph Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by them. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. I think they say Curry, but I think he said Kyrie. But maybe he said Curry and I missed it. But yeah,
Kyrie would make more sense.
That because him and Kyrie probably be on the same. They'd be in the same forums.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Kendrick said the Earth was flat, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, he said he listened to Kyrie and caught COVID. Kendrick said that. So, all right. Then the third verse is to allegedly a hidden daughter that Drake got that's even older than his son. I don't know if it's true or not. People are saying Drake's crew set this up as false information for Kendrick to take the bait. The only issue I have with that, if say that's true somehow, it is extremely weird that is the one thing that you would say we set you up with. Not the pedophilia, not the not like the Ozempic shit, the like. Why wouldn't you be like, all this was fake information from inside our camp to make you put out a record that really wasn't true? Only the daughter part, it seemed like a stretch. Maybe we'll come out and find out it really was. They hired an actress to pretend to be his daughter and shit. But I ain't putting nothing past a nigga that hid one child to be like, he wouldn't have done it before.
Right? Who knows?
This an older child too. This nigga be having this basically Drake getting beefs, and that's how we find out he got kids. This basically his baby showers.
Oh no.
But Kendrick says, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry your father not active inside of your world. He don't commit too much but his music. That's for sure. He's a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs, tried destroying families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetable or watching Frozen with you, or at your 11th birthday party singing poems with you." So that's why we know she's 11. Instead, he be in Turks paying for sex and popping perks, examples you don't deserve. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and could change your father's mind, because our children is the future. But he lives inside confusion. Money always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History repeats itself. Sometimes it don't need a reason, but I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace. This reason I made Mr. Morale, so our babies can, like you, could cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something is hope later. Never. I just want y'all to know, the reason I'm not stopping at a lot of these bars, Kendrick has stopped with the triple, dipple, double, quintuple entendre, multiple meanings. This is literally just like a letter he's writing to these people that like, there's no other meaning for you. This is exactly what I'm saying. I never want to hear you chase a man because his failed behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I'll tell you who your father is. Just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking deadbeat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams. Then the fourth verse is the last verse. Dear Aubrey, he's finally addressing Drake. So he's like, you brought Weeknd, Rick Ross, and I don't care about them. Let's talk about the people in your life that need to hear these words. Dear Aubrey, I know you probably think I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully, I don't have a hating bone in my body. That's a lie. You hate this man. And the reason that line hit so hard is because he dropped this song 6 minutes after Drake dropped his. So he's literally saying, like, I can't think of more of I have people in your camp telling me what's up, because it's literally like you were partying for 6 minutes.
6 whole minutes.
And I know you probably think I did just to fuck the party up, but it's not about that. I'm not hating on you as far as like whether you get the views on YouTube. He said, this supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. Which I think is just, honestly, this whole thing is really about how Drake did not understand what Kendrick's problem was.
Right.
Guess integrity is lost. Oh yeah. And I like to understand, because your house was never a home. 37, but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping, spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, solicited women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to that's some Aaron Rodgers shit. And if I was Drake, I would try the ayahuasca and call Kendrick and be like, hey, I'm doing everything you said. Please stop putting out songs.
Please stop. I
try to empathize with you because I know you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but want to be liked so bad that it's puzzling. This is a dissection of this man mentally. This is a diagnosis. Because Kendrick's like, only a person that's never been through something would look at all this gangster ass violent black shit in America and want to be around it,
right?
Like a fucking tourist. Because you don't really understand what it's about. These are real friends of mine that are dead and in prison. This is really me having to decide, am I going to kill somebody for this gang or be out of this life? This is nothing cute about it unless you don't respect it. No dominance. Let's recap moments where you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No cultural cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. Just going. I mean, we have some video proof of him being disrespectful to his mom. I remember seeing a video a long time ago of Drake talking down to his mom, and this is over 15 years ago. I remember being like, like, why is he white? We don't talk to moms like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
like he put it out to the world. I was like, that's not cute. Skin that you living in and compromise and personas, can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You gonna hide them baby mamas, ain't you?
Woo, woo.
Oh man, you embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I want to see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. This is what I've been saying about this dude for 15 years. I don't even understand the allegiance that his fans have. What are you allegiant yourself to? He literally ain't never gave you nothing. It's nothing. He's very surface level on purpose. It's calculated on purpose.
Nothing about that man.
You can't tell me anything about him that you found out through his music.
Right.
Because you lied about this. Oh, matter of fact, y'all have to hear this part. Fuck that. I'm putting it back on screen. We got it. Y'all got to hear this. This run right here made my soul hurt. This is the part that made my adrenaline run at fucking like late at night. When I couldn't go to sleep because I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Yeah.
That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I want to see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
God damn, that's a read. And fundamentally, that's why I think I just can't even get in the camp of like, well, you know, it's kind of like they both be lying. One of these niggas is a liar. All the time, a lot. And then the other dude is too rigidly honest. It's too much. I can't treat that as equals. It's you telling me, well, sometimes Biden lies, sometimes Trump lies. I don't know why you getting all. One of these niggas lie every single day, every word out their mouth, and the other nigga you might have been like, well, he didn't have to say it that way. There's a difference. That is done to me, honestly. That after I heard this, I said, it's over. It's over. It's taking Drake a week to respond, coordinate a video, get his people together so they can like do the thing. Like, what the fuck can possibly come back from this? We gotta wait another week for Drake to drop. There's never gonna be a time when where any of this shit that Kendrick said isn't gonna hit and resonate. Kendrick has truly isolated a lot of the culture from this guy. He's telling Black American culture, LeBron, Steph Curry or Kyrie, whoever, stay away from this guy. He be coming to y'all basketball games. He's not a good guy. Well, don't y'all got daughters and shit? What y'all gonna do when they get old? Like, you can't have this nigga around. Hey, other rappers, what the fuck? That's what he's doing. And I wonder, of all the tactics I've ever seen in a beef, I've never seen no shit like this. And it makes you wonder if it'll work. Because I feel like, and by work, I don't mean Drake's not going to work again. His stands are trying to turn it into us being like, well, you know, that means Drake ain't never going to have a career. No. I just think his career will be inextricably hurt, irrevocably hurt if the people that work with him that are Black Americans say, absolutely, it's too hot right now to be fucking with you. I'm going to have to sit this one out.
Oh, yeah, he's still going to be working. He's not going to disappear. I don't know how people, yeah, he's still going to be around.
But if I was wondering if it was working, Karen, I don't have to wonder anymore.
No, you don't. And I want to tell K-Dot, thank you for this one, because it didn't come out at 12 in the morning, so old people like me could party with everybody else on this one.
So Here I am thinking this over. I said, I'm gonna go take a nap. I've been up all night. I didn't really get to sleep. We did the podcast. We did 3 Guys On.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I need to go to sleep.
We were just chilling.
I haven't slept all night, really. Kendra had me up. My nerves.
Yes, because you was up all night Friday. Yes, you was up all night Friday night. Yeah. Yes.
So I'm like, he can't possibly. There's nothing left to say. But if I'm being honest, on social media, I did see some people that were holding out. And I said, what could you possibly be holding out again? I don't even understand what's the debate at this point. And one of the things people said was like, yeah, Kendrick had it, but they ain't gonna be playing this shit in the clubs. And I said, who the fuck cares about the clubs at a time like this? That's not what this about.
That's not what this is. I'm like you. That's not what this.
Who the fuck was thinking about the club when these niggas started fighting?
Right. Nobody cares about the club.
It's like watching a boxing match and being like, yeah, Mike Tyson knocked him out, but they not gonna make a movie. Who the fuck cares?
Right. Nigga got knocked out. What are we talking about here, people?
Kendrick cares?
He heard the complaint.
I stand corrected.
he heard the critique.
You're right, Drake stands. It should have been a club banger. Maybe it wasn't simplistic enough. I saw Bomani say when the first Euphoria drop was like, maybe the problem with it is it's kind of dense.
It is dense. I will give you credit
and
for
he's
that,
right.
Yeah.
And Roy Wood Jr. said you gotta do research. He don't like research rap. Kendrick said you don't have to research this. I see dead people.
Hey, Mustard on the beat, ho.
Number one, DJ Mustard on the beat. Kendrick's had like Alchemist, like now Alchemist put out, he made the beat. He didn't know Kendrick was gonna use it for one of those diss songs. Okay. DJ Mustard, I said, oh, same thing. If you send a beat to Kendrick, and he bought it a while ago, prepare to be on his diss album because he ain't telling y'all, but he been saving these niggas these beats up to diss this.
Yeah, you don't know they buy them and you just going with your life and then you hear it in the diss record.
Except, guess what? DJ Mustard knew.
Oh.
DJ Mustard posted on Twitter like, yeah, it's up. Like, fuck Drake. I'm putting on for my city of Atlanta. We putting on for the culture.
DJ Mustard like, yeah, I'm on this beat, ho.
And I know a lot of real niggas don't like DJ Mustard. Oh, the Miley Cyrus ass. They like this. And Mustard gave him a West Coast crip walking ass beat. And Kendrick started rapping in that West Coast ass crip walking ass rap. I
love a good West Coast rap.
It's the way his voice is on it. I see dead people. Oh, and the show art, the cover art for this is Drake's house.
Yes!
With a bunch of sex offender icons in the house. Okay?
A big, like a Google map view.
The embassy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we
go. Hey, Mustard on the beat, ho, deep, bo, any rap nigga, he a freak throat, man, damn, call like tell him please, bro, tell a nigga to the cross, he walk around like these, so what's up with these lonely ass niggas trying to see comp?
Listen,
Chad, this shit dropping. The night was over. The night was over.
Right. And like now, this is when I have to say, apparently Kendrick is a very funny nigga.
Yes, this one was hilarious.
Who knew?
Now, I ain't gonna lie. This one right here was fucking hilarious.
Who fucking knew? He called this man a jabroni. I ain't heard that since The Rock. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to seek Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them and all they mamas? What? Oh, how many ops do you really got? I mean, there's too many options. Basically, how many people are snitching on you? It's too many people in your crew snitching to me, Drake. I can pick a lot of them. I don't care. And then this line, I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton, implying that Drake is who?
Karl Malone.
Known pedophile. No.
Yeah.
Impregnated 13-year-old girl is an adult.
And they got pictures together online.
Yes.
And Drake took his down, but Karl Malone didn't. So they went and found the one.
Karl Malone watched the game at Drake's house. And they probably talked about their love of the jazz, young girls, and JL Covan stand-up. Okay? JL Covan think the Joker was offensive fouling people. Nigga, please. All right. But back to the jam though.
They in the street and hate me. Fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up to score with them. Walking down whole time.
Which is funny because the Meet the Grams feels like the boogeyman. That shit's scary. The whole dear girl, dear Adonis. This shit, he's joking like I'm the boogeyman. I'm like, hey, he's still on your ass, crip walking. And them niggas have put out videos dancing to this already.
Yes, they have. It's been the fucking best. There have been memes and shit that's already been out, and people would actually play the music so that the people like step on beat. It is fucking hilarious.
This is the new Beyonce Always on Beat.
Yeah, and they had a bunch of Beyonce shit, and it was fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. As somebody who's been on Twitter for like 15 years, I'm not gonna lie. Like when them other ones dropped, it was different. But when this one dropped, this one took me to like back in the day when shit would drop and it would be like a big ass party.
Karen, this was a nigga Navy night.
Yes, it was. It was a big ass party.
Every tweet on my timeline
was jokes,
hilarious and good.
I mean, it was party time.
And it's been this way for like 48 hours now.
Yeah, and you know what? Y'all know what? It restarted this morning because half the niggas was asleep. Like sleep. So when they woke up this morning, Danny know the shit came out. So it's restarted again.
And after this, remind me to talk about Metro Boomin because it gets fucking worse.
Who's Metro Boomin?
Just remind me. Remind me. Metro Boomin. I've said this many times. Him in Future. Metro Boomin. That's how it all started. Like that.
Okay.
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna come back to this, but the song.
We got some hoe on him. Hold on him. Extort shit. Bully the flow on him. Say Drake. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
That's like mocking him. He's beating Drake at his own game of like, now that I've eviscerated you seriously in the Kendrick way, I'm gonna do the Drake way. We're laughing at you. And niggas are dancing to me saying, you're a fucking pedophile. And in this way, because you know, our culture, you can't call the real cops like a fucking snitch. But in this way, I am policing the culture from you. In this way, I am making it so you can't show your face without us at least thinking like this. They didn't even do this to R. Kelly.
They did not.
We haven't done this to Bill Cosby. This motherfucker has made it so that the sacred space of the club that Drake is supposed to reign in, motherfuckers are dancing to this shit. I've seen multiple videos. This shit dropped and 3 hours later, people were dancing to it in clubs.
Yes, they was.
It's not banging in the club. Well, now it is banging in the club.
He heard that critiquing, child.
They might not play Euphoria 6 minutes, but this 4.5 getting a lot of run.
Hey, child, it's gonna be all summer long.
Yeah.
And child, Rick Ross was partying. I think Rick Ross purposely called, but like, y'all know what? Come on to the house. Let's play this.
Rick Ross was at a pool party and they was dancing to this.
Yes, and he will play. Rick Ross is on straight joke.
And Rick tried to tell you, don't respond, white boy.
Leave that man alone.
You notice how Rick ain't responding to you calling him an officer, Drake? Because he like, I know the game. Just don't say shit.
Right, and it's also one of those things to where I will continue to say this. There are a small percentage of people you just need to leave alone. You you look at them and you go, oh, you a tiger, you a bear, you a dragon. I'm good. Like if I fuck around and come over here, I'm gonna get torched. You look around and you go, oh, ain't nobody else over here. Let me back my ass up before I get flamed. And he was like, I'm a charging in anyway, and got fucking flamed.
And I think that's another reason Kendrick smells the mark on him is because only a nigga that don't know about that danger would keep fucking with him.
Right.
Because think about it. Kendrick's been in the game 12, 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. Other people have had reasons to have a problem with Kendrick. 0 of them have ever said shit. 0. We have 0 songs with someone openly taking a shot at Kendrick Lamar. That wasn't enough of a warning to you, Drake. You wasn't looking around like, interesting. this guy occupies this space and no one's ever said shit about it. But I guess now you find out.
Love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now.
Drake, now he putting other people's names in it. Chubb's, I believe, is Drake's.
Bodyguard.
His bodyguard. And then I think Party is Party Next Door. One of the songwriters. Yeah. He has a cocaine problem.
We've talked about that dude.
Baca is he is a security guard who was on OVO. He was arrested in 2014, charged with forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution and taking her money. That led to Drake to mention Baca's release from jail in 2015 on the track. I might declare the holiday as soon as Baca get back on the road. So it's this, okay, so you are proud about this pedophile or this pimp being in your crew. Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles.
Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
That's the kind of double entendre you don't really need a lot of explanation. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. And he extended the minor like Nicki Minaj, who is Drake's homegirl. And then I'll just skip down to this other part because I gotta go to the gym, guys. I gotta wrap it up. I'm sorry. He gets to Drake's response and says, and once this, I know he's in the lab, is all I'm saying. Because the response is to shit that Drake just said that morning at midnight. He says, oh, and I guess y'all should get to hear the chorus. That's not fair. Hold on, because this.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
It's catchy. It's simple. People can say it in the club. You can say it in your car. Say it together.
Like it's gonna be a lot of "they not like us" all summer long.
And it hints at these Canadian ass fake niggas are not like us American black niggas that grew up down here and experienced this shit. They think our culture is a joke and a costume. They don't come from it. We need to stop propping them up. He is turning the culture against them. But what makes it worse is the last verse, y'all. Where this nigga attempts to, and maybe even successfully, we'll see in a few weeks, tries to turn the Atlanta hip hop scene against Drake. This is crazy to me.
Said you can be from North Side. What's in the future when you did rolls and trains? Bear with me for a second. Here we go. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta.
That's why I say he jumped into Kendrick's trap with that. Are you rapping like you trying to free the slaves? I'm rapping to free black people with my rap. It's funny to you that I'm rapping to free black people. Are you saying we're slaves, sir? White boy from Canada? That's, you jumped into the trap. This is a rap beef. It's not what's real, is what sticks.
What sticks?
You're not beating the white boy allegations, posting clips of fucking 10 things I hate about you as a response to a rap song. It's not helping.
The Mecca building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second. Let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This the real nigga challenge. You call future when you didn't see the club. Little baby help you get your lingo up. 21, get your first street cred. Look, make you feel like you a slime in your head. Quavo said you can be from North Side. 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
What?
Yeah, he was like, I got them bars.
He went through all these Atlanta collabs he's had and just cynically, strategically broke them down. Like, you're using them like a white person would a slave, like a white person would our black culture to profit off of, like a fucking tourist. You come down, you fucking align yourself with the new hottest Atlanta nigga when you need a hit, when you're starting to get culturally irrelevant, and you just sign up with them. And here's why. Hey, you need your slang up. You need your street cred. You need to keep doing this shit. And I'm watching some of the artists and a lot of the people from Atlanta be like, yeah, wait a minute. Which is something, like I said, I don't think Kendrick views him like we view Drake as he's a black guy from Canada. He views this dude like how people think of Miley Cyrus when she put out a hip hop record with DJ Mustard.
Right. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this is not your culture. Get the fuck out. Stop trying to put the chain on, because I know the next album you're taking the chain off. So you're not really in our culture like that. So that's why this is so like amazing to watch, to listen to. But yeah, and then guys, if you needed it to be catchy, he got you.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan. 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 He a freaky ass nigga. He a sick.
So keep in mind, fan, FAN.
Mm-hmm.
Freaky ass nigga.
And
he goes by
a fan of black culture.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's a fan. He's not like us rappers that come from this, where it's our culture. He's a fan of our culture, consuming our culture, pretending to be part of the culture. He can never be a part of our culture. That's why he's collecting our chains like they're fucking Horcruxes in his mansion, because he ain't from this. This is all tourism for him. And then to top it off, it's catchy. This is the part everyone's dancing to. All the videos is out there. He a fan. Freaky ass nigga, because he's a sexual deviant. He's called the 6 God because that's the area code. The 6 is what they call Toronto. So then he flips that to 69 God.
Oh no!
Freaky ass nigga. He a fan. 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 He a freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you
say OV ho. Say OV ho. And stab this way.
Stab that way.
Stab this way. Stab that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Stab this way.
Stab that way.
Stab this way.
Stab that way.
That step this way, when I tell y'all that shit has been memed for hours, and it is so funny because they be having, I see one where they had some white kids that was dancing with like a mascot.
Yeah.
And they had their dancing to this. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I'm just going to take you to the beginning of the song one more time.
I see dead people.
It was over there. It was over right then. This is now him killing the dead horse. He is now eating the dead horse. This is beyond a dead horse. He has necromanced the dead horse to kill it again. All right, I gotta go, because if I don't, I'm not gonna make it to the gym. So the couple things I want to point out: Metro Boomin, shut up and make some beats. Metro Boomin has now put out a beat to the internet, and he basically said, any civilian rap over this, the best one, I'ma actually make this shit into a fucking song. So now he got people of all stripes,
and you know it's gonna be some rapping ass niggas that's gonna bring it.
It's civilians dissing this. It's regular people,
and I didn't.
This is the culture turning on this man. BBL Drizzy is the name of the beat. I'm gonna play a little bit.
This cake will make you show up. I know you've seen it blow up. That's BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
I said if you read it, this is too late. About to give more life to a nigga, better thank me later for the shit that I'm about to go see. And your head and your underage leftovers. You can shove that nigga trying to clear his plate. Nigga drop 4 dishes in a motherfucking day. Memes, all you gotta say, nigga, what the hell? What? Go ahead.
This is just a 17-year-old person who saw this and was like, I got you.
Like I said, and it's a lot of a lot of very, very talented rappers out there that like, hey, this is my motherfucking time to shine, and they gonna be fucking rapping.
And the BBL Drizzy comes from King Wallonius, who's the guy that keeps taking these beefs and making these other like songs that are really, really funny songs that have like R&B old school vibes to them. Like I'll play some for y'all. This is BBL Drizzy, the original version from the comedian who like remake who keeps making fun of these beefs.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Oh, BBL Drizzy.
So he's been killing.
When I tell y'all, this right here has been hilarious. What was that one we seen on Three Guys On? That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that it was don't. He can't say the N word.
I didn't know, but now I know. No, we need your black card back. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. We need your black card back. The culture is sacred, and that's all I'm going to say. So you can come to the cookout, but you can't eat a plate. You have exceeded your nigga credit limit. Your black card.
This is the culture coming,
and
together.
it is so smooth.
They are
that
getting,
shit is fucking. That song fucking goes.
They are getting this man out of here,
and niggas is partying,
and it's fun.
I'm here for the fun.
This is honestly the only way you're gonna really get them out of here.
Yeah, I don't want your journal entry, your thesis about don't
Wait
be
a
bringing.
minute. I'm looking on Metro's page 2 hours ago. He drops. There's new YouTube videos. Are motherfuckers adding up to this one, or is this just new? I have to check this out. I don't know, but it's the first one is from We Still Don't Trust You. It's got The Weeknd on it. And you know The Weeknd was one of the people Aubrey was talking shit about from 2 hours ago.
It might be.
I don't know if this new. Oh shit! People saying no way, like this song was on the album 2 months ago. Okay, so these are old songs. Okay, I thought the nigga was putting out new music. Ooh, but yeah, he said best verse gets a free beat.
And you know he charged a lot for them goddamn beats.
A free beat from Metro Boom is a hit.
Yes, I guarantee.
There's no artist that isn't gonna do this. I'm just looking in the quote tweets, and it's so many people putting shit out.
Baby, it ain't no mystery. Got the best BBL in history. This cake will make you show up.
Man, he got square roots. No wonder he like 69.
Well, nah, he sped it up in his beat.
Thought he added something. Watch it 6 for you come in 10, 7. Tried to claim the 716. We was like, this weird. Who is that? Not dead ass. We was like, who let this man pass border patrol?
She wrote this in 10 minutes. Not that great. But my point being, oh my God.
That beat is flames.
All these niggas are jumping on it.
This shit is absolutely ridiculous. All right, hey, yo, fuck it. Hey, look, hey, these bangers are something I don't play about weight. I ain't got too much to say about Drake, but if I text one of my bitches, I want to respond it faster than Kendrick. Wait, Metro don't trust you, I'm bringing a switch. Put that on the beat, I'm aiming that shit. I like to put music, I'm fake as it gets. I want this free beat, so Drake is a bitch. Fuck it, it's like that.
The free beat. I love us.
So Drake is a bitch.
It was like, it don't matter. If the beat gonna be free, it's whatever you say. That's hilarious.
This is my favorite day, dog. Oh man. What a day.
That's fucking hilarious.
What a day. And remember how he said he don't like the way you say nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Why Retro put this clip up of Drake?
Off wherever, doing whatever, somewhere else. It just sort of, it bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened.
Oh, he said it with the E. Oh,
said it like Karen said.
For Jay. You know, he had records. He was killing them. He worked with Pharrell. He worked with the Clips.
And
no,
yeah.
it's Nick.
Yeah, that's Drake with the no beard too. And our last clip before we got to get out of here because I'm absolutely pushing it right now. This is the club. They really are playing this shit in the club. That club wasn't even that lit, by the way. That clip, I've seen the Rick Ross one was the one that
when they was by the pool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll look to do that real quick. Okay, yeah, okay, I found it. We look at the Rick Ross one. They, like the culture is partying.
Hold on. I'm at the pool party. BBL Drizzy, I'm at the pool party. And they just called you a pig. They backed it up at the party.
Come on, white boy. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
There was a lot of people there.
We'll talk to y'all throughout the week. Until next time, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, everybody.